Bang! Neves Knives. I'm Jared with my lovely wife, Kara, and
Hello.
we are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neves Knives. How's everybody doing tonight? I honestly have no idea what we're doing because I was running around with doing some crazy shit, and Kara was setting up. So she's got some game she wants to play.
It's not a game.
Whatever you want to do. And then I got some stuff for the end. Hopefully. I had a pretty crazy past couple hours. I had to go get a haircut.
I'm hot.
And my Uber came to get me. And right when my Uber got me, like I get in the car and it's a lady. And as soon as I get in there, she starts breaking down crying. And
she saw how ugly he was.
Right. She saw my hair and she's like, man, he needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Right? But she's hysterical. And I don't know what's going on. So I'm just like, you want me to get a different Uber? And she's like, no, it's okay. And she's like, I've never done this before, you know. And like, if first, you know, you think in the back of your head, like, yeah, she's trying I do right now. She's trying to get a good tip, you know. You're thinking that stuff, but then it's like, oh no, this is pretty serious. At first, I thought she was like having an asthma attack or something, because like she was like it was pretty bad.
Like that.
Well, it went from because she pulled up in a different car too. So I'm looking at my thing like this isn't the right car, and she's like, she's like, you're looking for this car, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, and so she's in a different car. Then as soon as I get in, she just drops down. She won't pull out. She's like on her steering wheel, like hysterical. Then finally she backs out after I asked her. I was like, let me just take a different Uber. And she was like, no, she backs up the whole ride, half the ride.
Like, I want to take a different Uber though.
Yeah, just drop me off here. No, I felt bad. Yes. I felt bad, but I also, you know, in the back of my head, you know, it's like,
she shouldn't be out there doing this right now.
Well, no, what I'm thinking is this lady's like could go off the hinges anytime. She's already at this point, like she starts driving like somewhat recklessly. She's going really fast, going around turns really fast, and like she's hysterical. And I'm like, oh man,
how come you didn't say this for your story time?
Because I'm telling it now.
I know. It dawned on me. It's a story.
Well, it'll be quick. I'm almost done.
All
right. So she's bobbing and weaving in the car, and I'm thinking, like, I'm just hoping she's like paying attention, right? Because she's pretty hysterical. But she hasn't told me what's wrong yet, and I haven't asked because I knew we had, you know, a decent trip, and I figured she wants me to ask. I knew she wanted me to ask, and nothing wrong with that. But you know, she was obviously in a bad state, so. I just let her wind up telling me without asking. And
is that what happened?
Yeah. She finally was like, my husband's divorcing me, right? She just got the message on the phone like she's getting a divorce.
That's sad.
So now, you know, it's like, oh man, I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, that sucks. And she's like, you know, saying a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but then,
did she say why?
I wasn't asking that because that would have been a deep conversation. No, she never said what she did or what happened. She never said it would happen. I don't want to put it on her.
You never know.
Maybe she didn't like his knife collection, and he was like, you know what? Taking my knives and we're getting out of here. But yeah, in the end, when she dropped me off, she was okay. So I'm not saying like I said the right things or anything, but she was kind of giggling at the end. We started talking about motorcycles. I wasn't trying to, but you know, sometimes it's just the outcome. Then I get to my hair cutting place. I'm going to end this story really quick, guys. I'm sorry. Get to my hair cutting place. I had just called. They said, come on in. I get there and they're like, oh, we're closing early. It's like, bitch. I just got an Uber here. Like, it's not like I drove here. I got an Uber here. Like, you know, now I got to get...
You know what Uber is?
Right. You know how expensive this is? And now I got to get an Uber somewhere else. So now I'm calling all these haircutting places. Over 20 places I called. Literally. Not exaggerating. Finally, I found one that would take a walk in, and then I got cleaned up and everything went fine after that. She was a sweetheart. She did my hair really good.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did a good job.
But You know what I'm gonna say?
I almost went to this
Your
place.
bangs are still pretty long.
Well, she went to bring them down a little bit farther, and she asked me if I wanted them, and I was like, yeah, this is good because I needed to go. But you know what? One of the places that did say yes to me, I was like, yes, you know. And then I looked at the phone. It's like Waukegan. I'm like, no, damn it, no.
Line your hair out.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been too good. Pretty much every organ and vein in my body is what, Shane? I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Oh man, I've had some internal infections before, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, man. I've got some stories with some infections. But yeah, that sucks. Knife Sergeant, shout out to Knife Sergeant. Definitely go and follow his channel. And speaking of channels, I do want to shout something out really quick. Grateful Panic. Please go if you guys can, if you guys have something, whether it's a couple dollars or something. He's going through some hard times right now with him and his daughter. He's like doing Uber and stuff like that, and his car got it broke down or something like that. I really didn't read completely into it. I heard he needed help, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't. I don't even care about the situation. If he's saying he needs help, I went over to his GoFundMe and I donated some. I'll probably end up donating a little more, but I think he's like halfway there to what he needs to get his car back. But his car is his moneymaker, so he's unable to work without his car. So in order to get it fixed, I think whatever broke, it costs a certain amount, so he needs to get it out of the shop, and he's trying to get people to help him. So like I said, he's like halfway there. So if everybody just goes help him out with a few bucks, it would help him out so much. Like I said, I'll probably go back over there and throw him a little more just to help him get him over the edge. Yeah. Great dude in the community. So, and that's our duties, guys, is to take care of each other in this community. So
yeah, I agree.
Do
That's
the right
one thing that I've always thought was, I mean, I'm not saying there's not other communities that don't act the way we do, but I've noticed it in a stronger sense around here maybe than in other places.
Yeah. There's people that try to take advantage of it, and we see right through it. We see right through it, and we're going to talk about something here in a second, but we see right through it. But
what are you going to talk about?
Just hang on. But with him, it's this, he's not like that. He's a good dude, great dude, great channel. Go sub to his channel. He's got an awesome channel. So it's not like, somebody taking advantage or anything, because that does happen. But, but with the real ones, we need to take care of each other.
Do you remember it just when you said GoFundMe? It just reminded, I don't know why, it just made me start thinking about money. And then I started thinking about, do you remember like way back in the day when we were filming a video and I said some dumbass thing about like a $20 bill and you had to like cut it out because I was like, I said something. I brought like a $20 bill on screen. I'm like, because everyone knows what a $20 bill looks like unless you're poor or some stupid shit like that. And you just looked at me and you're like, do you know how that sounds? And I was like,
yeah.
Sometimes just things come out of your mouth
and you sound arrogant. You sound
on camera, but like if you were in person, you would have known like
I was
joking.
Joke,
and especially at the time, I was poor as shit. Like I was poorer than most.
Sometimes the problem is you can't see the person's face, so you don't know how to take it. They don't
know that. We were poor, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, so right.
I can make that joke, you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, Metallica with the 2 bones. I want to GoFundMe just to buy more Medfords. Emler with the 2 bones. It's Beauty and the Beast. Thank you. I'll be a beast. I'm poor. We're all poor. Is there a link to the fundraiser I just joined? Maybe I missed it. Okay, so if you go to his channel, or sorry, his Instagram, he's got it. Also, who else? Kevin from Lefty EDC, he has it linked in his story. If you look around on Instagram, I'm sure you'll see it, but otherwise you can just go to his page and find it. It'll probably be in his story too. But yeah, awesome dude in the community. I feel really bad because I've been there, man. I've been there. I remember one time I was delivering pizzas and I literally had an electric heater because it was in the middle of winter, and I had a little Mazda MX-6, and it used to be like a little ripper, but at this time, like now, it's like it's not doing so good. And because I was beating the hell out of it, and I'm a delivery driver, and I have no heat in my car, and in Chicago, it gets cold, like really cold. I had an electric heater and I'm driving around. The pizzas would fog up my windows. I couldn't see. I got this electric heater plugged in that was blowing all my fuses. And oh man, it was so crazy. But I've had like multiple cars where I had 2 cars. Check this out, 2 cars.
Your phone's ringing.
Is that a ring or is that an alarm? Anyways, I had 2 cars with no reverse.
That's your phone.
I used to.
Mine's right here.
It's okay. Just leave it. I used to have to park on hills, so that I didn't get stuck because I didn't have reverse.
You better go deal with that.
Why is it important?
I don't know. It's not stopping.
It'll stop. It'll stop.
Oh, you gotta. That's annoying the way you have those logos in the background.
What are you talking about?
That. Okay.
Well, I had it set up and then we moved it. Just, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know why Kara's talking in the chat instead of just talking.
Because I don't want to interrupt.
You can interrupt. What's up, baby?
No, I can't. Because then you give me that little look.
I never do that. Never.
Yeah,
I don't even know the look you're talking about.
It's this right here.
Wow, that's a bad look.
I know. It's really bad.
Do you want to get started with what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
After you ding that dang.
Ding that dang. Hey, Metallica with another 5 pounds. I was using my Medford to chop off new low growth off my trees, and it worked amazing. Nice, nice. Yeah, you got a sweet ass new Medford. Some of the Medfords, man, like I showed those ones, the last ones I showed on the channel, smoothest Medfords I've ever felt, and yours looks very smooth too. Those big ones, you know, the hell's it called? The Marauders, man, they get so smooth. They're so badass. Those are really good knives. Now, I'm not saying the Medfords aren't overpriced or anything like that, or some of them are, you know, a little ridiculous, but they do got some well-built knives. I came for a knife and found myself in a rabbit hole and then a community. It's been a good couple of months. That's how it goes, man. This rabbit hole gets deep, but a lot of people like to say, I came for the knives and stayed for the people because the people are so amazing. And I can't wait for Blade Show, you guys. It's going to be such a good time this year because we've never been. So it's going to be so amazing getting to meet everybody, at least all the people that are able to go, and just, you know, have fun and hang out with everybody. I'm like super excited, like so excited. It's going to be such a good time.
Same.
Ed Durbin with the 10 bones, sending bucks, only to hear Jared say, bones. Hello, Kara. Nice to see you in the lives lately.
Nice to see you too. Hey,
oh, shit. We got someone from the Chi. Hey, I'm new here. I'm from Chi Chicago by few miles from Midway. Nice. Clearing Garfield Ridge neighborhood. It's where a lot of Chicago cops and firefighters live. Nice.
Remember
nice.
that thing we were watching when the guy, what the hell did he say? It was like that Tim Pool, I think, when he was like, yeah, I'm from Midway, and the guy's like, no, I'm from 503.
Oh, I know, right.
And he's like, yeah,
like, yeah.
Midway.
Yeah, right.
I'm from blah 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 blah. I got the talk too.
Yeah. that was hilarious.
People get really intense about their streets in Chicago, which street they're from,
the side of the neighborhoods and stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's do it.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys read the title. I
haven't even read the title.
Do understand that there are some corresponding links in the description. So before anyone asks, you know, anything you're about to see should be linked, except for the knife. So first.
Ed Durbin with another 10 pounds. Damn it, Jared. We really need to do a Chicago Blade Show. Is there a Chicago Blade Show, though?
I'm sure there's something small.
I don't know. I know they do a meetup with all the
reptile show.
They do a custom knife meetup with. I'm not ignoring. I'm saying like there's a bunch of custom makers and all the knife makers around the Chicago area. They get together like every year. I'm in one of the what are they called on Instagram?
What?
Where you're in like a group, group chat. Yeah, I'm in one of them. Metallica with another 10 bones with a super sticker. Oh yeah, he really wants to see that one. Did you see the sticker?
Wait.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Where is it?
No.
I'm just asking.
Don't worry about it. Just forget. Just forget about it. Yeah, just forget about it. You can't do it.
I have to.
No,
I do.
Baby, you're gonna get hurt.
I'm
Don't
not
do
gonna
it.
get hurt.
Don't do it.
I'm just gonna do a quick little timber. Okay, ready?
He knew what he was doing
Are
when
you
he
ready?
sent that Metallica. I don't like this game.
Okay, it's done.
Baby.
It's done.
Baby. Now they're going to be
I
sending
put my
some
hands up
obnoxious
so
ones.
they know I didn't put them down.
Chuck it!
To let them know
I'm just here for Kara.
I
I'm
took
just
that full.
saying. Thank you for the 5 bones, brother. I do
here for me
appreciate it.
too. That's funny. Here for the same reason. Okay, so
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
What?
We'll read this and then we'll get to your thing. Make your own blade show. Your name rings out. You can probably get enough people to show up and have it succeed. You know, that's not a bad idea. Like,
what would we have there?
Well, we would rent out an event, right? Rent out an event.
Rent out an event or a building?
A building for an event.
So I'm such an asshole. I didn't need to say that. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. Anyways, so and then like 6 months ahead or something, announce to the community so everybody has plenty of time to go, maybe even like a year ahead. And yeah, I bet that would be best. Everybody brings their collections, and maybe we set up a few tables.
It would be like a knife show of us just showing each other our knives.
And we could deal and sell and like, you know, trade and shit. That'd be badass. And it'd be very innovative. All right, let's do it.
That would be pretty cool.
All right, I'm putting it on the list of shit to do. Go.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask Jared to pick, I'm gonna ask Jared first to pick his current, not all the time, but his current favorite fidgeting knife. So what you got?
I mean,
knife to fidget with specifically.
I'll just do the one in my pocket. I be fidgeting with this one sometimes.
No. Not
sharp by design. Why?
Not sometimes knife. Favorite fidgeting knife.
I don't, baby. I like to fidget with them all.
Okay, but I'm saying like your best.
Okay, right now I've been loving to fidget with this new momentum. I've been loving to fidget with this, but originally I pulled out the Sharp by Designs Mini Tempest. This thing is so badass. You can reverse flick it so good.
Flippers. I mean, you can kind of.
It's got the nub instead of a
So you would say that's your most optimized knife for fidgeting right now?
No, I would say that this is a really good one though.
What's your most optimized?
I don't have an optimized one. I have great ones.
You don't have one with like a couple deployments that are really smooth. That is just like the
this is so good because it has a detent nub instead of a detent ball, guys.
That's the one,
so
that's the one.
It has the Brian Nadeau detent nub, which makes the clean or the break of the detent so clean. Like it's so clean. But anyways.
So anyway,
but I'm gonna use the momentum right now.
Because whatever, pick one. I don't care. It's up to you.
This is a good one, guys. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't gotten one of these, get one of these. 2 knives I recommend highly right now, guys. This one, the CMB made knives, Predator, such a good knife. It reminds me a lot of the TRM knives, and then the Kubi Momentum, such a good knife.
Okay, so
all right, go ahead.
The reason why we're doing this is because I have ordered 5 very random quote unquote fidget toys from Amazon. I tried to find the nicest ones that I could, but I also wasn't going to sacrifice coolness for niceness, if that makes sense. So if the item wasn't made out of the best thing in the world, then if it looked cool, I still got it. All of these things are roughly $20 or less. And
you got them linked in the description.
I have them linked in the description. And we're going to see if I cannot think. We're going to see if Jared can, if any of these things Jared would rather fidget with than this knife. So not any knife, but this knife.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay?
No.
So we're going to start with number 1.
Number 1. I haven't touched any of these things
I made him
yet.
not touch any. This thing right here. So can you be my camera zoomy guy? So this right here is this eagle. This one is very heavy metal, but the stand that it comes on is not. It's like fake. So this guy, if I could do it, he balances on here. But you can play with it on your finger. So
wow. So you just go out. I used to have one of these back in the day. So when I was a kid.
You're blurry, I think, still, or the eagle is.
When I was a kid, I went to the 7 Mile Fair. Mm-hmm. And the 7 Mile Fair is this fair that's not too far. It's off the highway anyways, but it's up north in Wisconsin. Anyways, but they had these, like, not this exact one, but like a bigger plastic one. And I had never seen one before. I was like, that's like the coolest thing. Because what it does is it has weights. Mm-hmm. It has weights in the wings.
No, it's magic.
It's magic. So I was so excited. Like, holy shit, I could walk around and be like a magician.
Maybe just hold it back by you because this camera's going nuts.
So I thought it was so cool. But I would absolutely rather fidget with a knife.
You don't. Yeah. Well, see, I thought it was fidgety because you could go like this.
Yeah, that's
with
really
it.
cool. That's cool. I would like to toss it up and catch it on
I
the
was
other
doing
one.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I messed up.
Well, don't do it right now.
But I was doing it.
I believe you.
I swear I can do it. I swear I can
I
do it.
believe you, baby.
It's
I
really
believe
sharp.
you.
I tried bouncing it on my nose and it hurt.
He's got little gems for eyes on this
yeah.
one.
No, he's cool looking. He's very heavy and weighty.
See his eyes?
He doesn't feel cheap. I'll tell you that much.
No,
he feels good.
no.
This thing
he
feels like a piece of crap, though.
He feels like solid brass.
This thing is like fake metal down here.
He's like solid brass.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cool.
It's fun to play with, though. So, okay, so on a scale of like...
Oh, you're
this
right.
to
This
knife,
thing's really light. Anyways.
on a scale of knife to no knife.
Okay.
I can't think. Okay, scale of 1 to 5.
4.
A 4 out of 5?
Oh, 1. I thought it was going to be 10. 2.
2?
2.
All right, if you call something a 5, you're picking that over the knife.
Let's do 1 out of 10 so I have more numbers.
Okay, fine. Out of 10. But if you pick 10, then that means you pick it over the knife. The knife is a 10, okay? Or at least even with the knife, like you do either or. Would that be easier on your brain?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Again, guys, these are all linked in the description if you so do decide to procure one of these items. Okay, so the next one is this right here. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so you gotta be my camera guy again. Okay, so these right here are magnetic tiles, and you build them into a spherical octagon sort of thing, so they connect together. See, and you can build them together into a sphere.
All right, I'm gonna try.
So I mean, you can build whatever, but try to build,
give it up.
Try to build the sphere.
I'm gonna just check them out.
Just check them out. They make a nice noise. I'll say that. I like the little noise they make.
They are pretty interesting. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Build a sphere.
Yeah, like a bottle.
Like this.
A geodesic dome.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Why? Well, see, the problem
right there,
is
you're doing it. Bend them.
What?
Bend them towards themselves.
Oh, like that.
There you go.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is cool and all, but not a knife. Not
cool. Instead of a knife.
But it's still very cool, though. I would definitely
fidget play with it.
About 10-15 minutes of this, I could do it. I could do it for about 10-15 minutes. But I could never be walking into
We're talking about at home. This is like at home at your desk. We're not talking about walking out in town.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I could never be walking into the hair. Damn, I did that pretty. Dude, I'm like a genius.
Cool. Yeah.
It is pretty cool. It's not I can squeeze, I could totally crush it, but
yeah.
Damn, I messed that one up.
You had stuff in it.
There it goes. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I would I could have fun with it, but not knife fun. Not knife fun.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get the pieces through.
Because knife fun, there's a little bit of danger in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially when I put a fresh edge on there, there's a little bit of danger. Not much, because usually your fingers are out of the blade path, but there's just something fun about the break of the detent. And that's why I think some of the actual fidget toys, I forget what they're called, but Lefty's been getting into them. They're so appealing because it's the clicks, the clacks,
so
the
we're
detents.
getting into some of the clicks and the clacks. I got I'm saving what I thought was the best for last.
Okay.
So, and it's in a case, so he doesn't even see. He can't even tell what it is. All right. Next is these guys right here. So I'm not going to zoom in too close for these. These are magnetic rings. These are a more popular one that I'm sure some of you guys have seen. So they are magnetic rings.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah. So you can do whatever with them. You can twirl them around. Yeah, you can do that with them not connected though, like that. Like where you twirl them around
Okay, these are pretty cool so far.
Yeah, like that, but you can catch it. I've seen people where they have 2 on a finger and then they roll 1 across them. Does that make sense? Yeah, like that. But they get really good at it. Yeah,
that is kind of sad. That's pretty satisfying.
That's cool. They have a track and there is bearings in them. My gripe is that these are not metal. I tried so hard
they are plastic.
to find metal ones. I couldn't find them. If they were metal,
I used to have
titanium even, that would be so cool.
This kind of reminds me of this little magic trick I used to have back in the day, but you did that roll trick.
Lefty said he just filmed a video with the same items. That's so funny. I didn't
know
that. I don't know which items he's talking about. I assume this, maybe the other thing too.
Well, no, I didn't get to watch it, but I seen he did a video on Fidget Toys, but like I thought they were more higher end premium toys, so I thought. This is pretty cool. So I would give this like a 7
Wait,
out
what
of
did you give this on the scale of 10?
a 5.
A 5, and
Yeah.
that's a
And
7.
this is more of a 7.
So like you could maybe on some days pick this over a knife.
No.
For a little bit, for a small amount of time.
I mean, would I not be able to carry my knife, or I just couldn't fidget with it?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you sat down and were wanting to
Oh,
fidget,
you see that way I just did
and
there?
this was sitting there and a knife was sitting there, would you ever pick this first? Like that sort of thing.
Well, I mean,
not that you couldn't go back to your knife ever. I just mean, is it worthy of fidget?
I wish I could do that again. It was pretty cool.
I know there was something I kept doing with it.
Spread them and it goes through all the way.
My hand isn't big enough to do it. That's what's funny about
Maybe
that.
I need to go like.
Yeah, you need a wider gap.
Fuck
Reconnect them. Yep.
But yeah, pretty cool. I would say this though too. Like if you mess around with it enough, like your forearm actually starts getting sore, like kind of like from using one of them, workout things. Because you're kind of like typing on your keyboard too long. You know how you start getting like.
Yes,
I
hate
get
that
sore.
feeling. I do too. I get that from playing the piano really bad.
Pretty cool though.
All right.
7 out of 10.
Next is this. Look at that eagle. It stayed and I knocked it hard. All right, so this is a cube. It supposedly folds into 70 different shapes. It is not metal, but it does have magnets in it. First of all, see if you can open it. It took me forever to figure out how to open this stupid thing. Once I did, though, I had fun with it. Yeah, just pull. It almost feels like you're gonna break it. But
yeah. Oh shit. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
Wow.
It's actually.
It reminds me of those.
Cool.
Remember those things like when you were those little folding paper
that's
things.
That's what everyone says when they see it. So
yeah, I
make
could have
a shape. Make something.
I'm
like,
trying
that's
to.
like different than the cube, but like a shape, like a symmetrical.
I'm trying to, but it's like every time I get to a shape,
you can do it. I believe in you.
It's kind of a shape. It was. It just keeps on.
It's not. It makes 70 shapes.
70?
You can make one.
If it can make 70, I can make
I will
one.
admit, it took me a long time. There
Bang!
you go!
That's
actually cool.
Yeah. Did you make that one?
I did. Yes.
You
No,
didn't.
that was the first one I made, actually.
No.
I kept making non-symmetrical shapes.
Did you make this one?
It took me forever to figure out how to get it back into a cube. Forever.
I bet it did.
It really did. Now that I know how to do it, I can do it, but it took me I couldn't figure it out.
At first, it feels all wonkety, but once you get into a shape, then you start realizing like different ways to.
It's almost got a little bit of a puzzle element.
Yeah,
to
for
it,
sure.
A little bit.
Yeah, I could have fun with this one. I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Okay, so all right, yeah, I'd be down with that. All right, I'm really thinking this last one's gonna rival with a knife. I really do. I think it's gonna be a 10, just like a knife.
Bang!
Ooh,
look at that one.
Look at that shape. No, this one's actually pretty cool. I think this is actually on sale. Is this the one that's on sale right now? One of them's on sale.
Wow! Look at that. Watch that fold let me, if I can get it back. It just pow.
No, these things are cool. They are very cool. Let me see if I can get it back into a cube really quick.
So you said the last one you think is going to be a 9 or a 10?
I think it's going to be equal with a knife. I really do.
All right, we'll see.
So first of all,
I already got a knife back in my hand, by the way.
Check this out. Look at that nice little case you got there.
All right.
What do you think this is?
A case.
Okay.
It looks like headphones.
Why don't you open up and show it?
Oh, boom.
It's heavy and it's nice.
Yeah, it does feel heavy.
And it's metal.
I haven't touched it yet, so
I think this one was the coolest and the most
fidget-friendly. Let you guys experience this with me. Oh, that's interesting. So we got
it's called an infinity cube.
Is this thing gonna fall apart if I like
No, it's called an infinity cube.
Oh wow, this is pretty cool.
It goes any way you
want.
And you can feel the clicks and the clanks just like you asked for.
It just folds any direction?
Yeah, like it in like halfway.
Okay, so it doesn't go that way.
It goes
okay.
like one way,
it goes backwards.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll give that one. This one's the best one yet. Yeah, for sure.
So you gave this one an 8 out of 10 though. So what's that?
This one's a 9.
So you would always pick a knife. You would never pick that up.
After doing it like for like 5 minutes, yeah, I would never do it again. But that's how I am. Like, unless if it's like a detent thing or like a spinny thing. I was let me be honest though, I was never into fidget toys.
Look at this up close though.
Not saying
give me my close up. I just want to see. I want to show them the stuff on it. It has like these little like pivots, and it keeps going and going and going forever. It's really cool, and it's heavy, by the way, very heavy.
I'm not annoyed. They gave away something like that at McDonald's.
Yeah, way back in the day they did, and I had it.
Nice.
All right, you can zoom back out.
Needs to be one-handed for Mac. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. I'm thinking like if it was like but this one I can fidget with one.
If this was metal, this would be the best.
Well, this one I can still do one-handed, but it's a little too big to get it in your pocket though.
No, you have a case.
I mean like I mean I can do it one-handed, but it'd be
this one is
way better.
This one is
definitely it is kind of interesting one-handed, this thing.
It is, yeah. These little rings, though, are a good one-handed one if you're more of a one-handed. Now, this is just a bonus. He's already seen this. I picked this up at Cracker Barrel the other day. If they had made that metal, that thing would have been really cool.
So this thing, like...
It, like, comes apart. And you could also pop it apart and, like, coil it up.
Like this.
You just, yeah. But it's that one is... See, now, I've seen you sitting there playing with that when I've left it in the vicinity. So...
Yeah, but it's still not a 9.
No, that one's not. But this one is one that I keep wanting to pick up. This one and the other cube are my favorites. So, yeah, I thought these were all at least worthy of showing.
Yeah.
But I can understand like the whole one-handed thing. This one I like to do one-handed because look, see, you didn't even do this.
I did. I sat there and did it one-handed.
No.
I did
this particular move.
That exact move. I did that exact move. Yes. Rewind the live. Rewind the live.
This is the move.
Wonder if 2 of these would be cool. Just to have in your hand, just 2 of these.
Like worry stones.
Yeah, and just like flip them.
They make a nice noise. They do make a nice noise. All right, well, you better show your knife in all its fidget glory since it beat all these
All right, let's show the knife now. So we got the Kubi Momentum. Which is so smooth. They have a great front flipper on this. If you like front flippers, or if you want to like front flippers, but you're not sure, this is a great one because this is scooped down right here. I've shown it in a couple videos, so you guys probably already know what I'm going to say, but the way your finger goes down, it's so easy. And you can even do the reach around, the reach over. It's just so easy. And the thumb studs and detent is perfection. I've tried 2 of them and both of them were identical. So that's a good thing because I do feel like with Kaiser's, I feel some inconsistencies between 2. And I was going to tell you guys, if you guys are deciding to get this roach, which I do like a lot, especially this one, I was going to tell you guys probably want to get the one with the satin blade. I've noticed like the one Stasa got was very similar to the one I got that was coated. And not saying the coated one's not good, but it's going to take a minute to break in. This one takes about a half a day to break in. The coated one's going to take like a week. Listen to that sound though. So nice. This one, man, such a clean detent on this. When you break the detent, it's flying no matter what. Same thing with the flipper tab. Kind of like they did for the O knives. Such a snappy detent. Like you cannot fail this. The detent is so strong in a good way. Now, do we have another game or was that it?
I do have another thing, yeah.
Zippos are also fun. Yeah, I agree. To actually use them creates so much maintenance, way more than knives. I wouldn't say that, but I know what you mean. I used to have a Zippo collection, and I used to take them apart, switch parts and stuff like that, and maintain them and stuff. But they're very cool too. I like the collectability of some of them. Like I've had some where like other people wanted to buy them and like would offer me a lot of money because they were like just unique. And they were real Zippos. Zippo is a fun word to say. Yes, it is. Zippo. The same nerve damage that makes thumb studs and spidey flicking painful makes front flippers painful full to use for me. Sorry to hear that. That sucks.
I could, but think about it.
You can slow roll them.
If you had on your thumb was right there.
If you get the right ones, like the momentum, where'd it go? I just seen it in my.
You can flip them with a lot of different variants.
Well, you can roll this one real easily because the problem with some front flippers to roll, the front flipper gets caught up right here. This one you can go all the way around very easily. Well, 1 second. I do enjoy a good reach around, don't we all? Don't we all? Mike says I have small Zippo collections, but they are all users. Yeah, mine were mostly two, but you can use them and it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure there's some that you want to like really protect, but how much should I spend for my first EDC? An EDC knife, I would say if you want to get something good, I would say you could get a good knife for under $30. So don't mistake it. If you only have $30 or less, you can get a good knife. But if you have $60, spend about $60. You can get a good knife for $60. Oh, knife modders, we got to talk to you. I can finally type. I know this is the thing I wanted to say. So I think we had a rogue person that was a moderator that we don't talk to anymore. I think that one day when everybody was like getting blocked and kicked out and stuff, I think they might have been in there messing around with us and we didn't know.
I found
we took them out
straight up on our blocked list.
Yes, you were blocked. And it was not us. We know it wasn't one of our good moderators. So the only thing it could be was that moderator came, because that one day we were getting some real weird shit. Like people were like, it's blocking me. It keeps blocking me. And I thought it was YouTube, but now I think about it, no, it was that dude probably. So sorry for that, guys. We took him out, so he can't do it anymore.
But in place of that, I accidentally deleted.
This is actually kind of cool.
I'll just tell you guys after.
Go ahead. What?
Can I tell them about the thing that I did on accident to their
Oh, yeah, say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally deleted one of your banners on
Sorry about that.
So
we brought you back, but we accidentally took something else out. Yeah. So,
we'll get there. We'll get better.
So I had nothing to do with it. It was all her.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry.
But so you guys are gonna have to re-upload your banner in the StreamYard. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys know next time you guys.
But we have a new one. So there's that.
What do you mean?
My thingy up there.
Oh yeah, she does have a new thingy up there.
Up here.
Damn Design make a titanium fidget toy that's made of magnets and makes all these clicks and tings. Yeah, I bet you those are really cool. That would probably get like a 9.5 for me. If you can get a fidget toy that's
you're just biased and wouldn't pick something
you wanted to. I said that.
Even if it was in your heart.
Remember, this is a 10. I'm saying that if it can get up to a 9.5, that's a damn good fidget toy.
Yeah, I mean,
GSP, Kaiser, Civivi are great in the 30 to 75 bounds range for the first time. I agree. Kubi, Kaiser, and Civivi can't go wrong. For a good quality EDC knife. Now, I would say make sure you get one that's recommended by a large amount of people. There's certain people I wouldn't listen to about budget knives, but for the people that like budget knives or do budget knives well, you can listen to them and you're pretty good. Like I said, you almost can't go wrong with this momentum. Great knife. There's a few Kubis. A handful of Kubis that are just like winners. You can't go wrong with them. Then there's a handful of Kaisers. Can't go wrong with them. And there's a handful of Civivis. If you watch my Civivi video today, can't go wrong with any of those. There's also a few others that could go right on that list. Like the Backlash, can't go wrong with a Civivi Backlash. And they're like $42 for the Backlash and the Praxis. Like $42 a piece. You cannot go wrong with either one of these knives. These are amazing knives. As tools, they're amazing. Now, if you want something with a little bit more Spidey flickableness, go with the Riffle. I mean,
Riffle.
It's like
now
50.
That's a fun word
it's like $53 or something like that. 14C, fantastic steel, great user, great heat treat.
Come on, I just want to get it into a cube.
Hey, my mom's in here.
Did I do it? Yes. Woo!
She got it.
So hard.
She ain't messing around.
I'm not.
Good night, Jared and Kara. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mom. I love you. Thank you for coming in and joining us for a minute. Was the detent on your backlash weak? So when I first opened it up, I got 2 of them because I'm giving them away. I might actually keep one and give something else away for this giveaway thing. I'll talk about it later on, but no, mine's great. So at first I thought so. At first it was like kind of wah 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 wah, but all you got to do is just oil it, put some good heavy KPL on the detent, and when you flip it, it has this flipper. You don't do it. You can do it like that, but the best way to do it is just put your finger on the whole flipper tab and light switch it. But it flips reliably. Like you don't have to do it any certain way. It's fantastic. So, but if you happen to have a bird on your shoulder,
Is it balancing?
yeah. If you happen to have any Civivi or Kubi where the detent is too light or too strong, they're very, very, very easy to tune the exact way you want. You can tune it to your exact whatever you want. Hey, Dennis with the 10 bones. Where can I get one of those Kaiser Roach models? They're sold out everywhere. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be tough because I figured they were gonna sell out pretty quick. They'll probably come back pretty quick too. But yeah, I would Atlantic Knife maybe. Check some of like the weird places. Like I said, like Atlantic Knife, just some of the random places. Chicago Knife Works, check there. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good one though. It's a good one. I would recommend the green one with the satin blade though, over the black one with the black coated. I noticed that mine is it's good, but it's a little rough, but it's good. You can tell it's going to break in super good. Some Kaisers are like that where they're fantastic, but they have like some squeakiness to them. Like this one was squeaky off the bat. The lock bar was squeaky and like it was like ugh. But I knew that was just something like after 50, 60 flips, it's going to go away. And it did.
Do you remember that video when you were like,
whoa, whoa, whoa?
Do you remember that video?
No.
Like way back in the day when you said something about like making them scream or something? And then I was in the background. I just went, ah!
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, can I do my shit or not?
Can I get this donation?
Yeah, I suppose.
Metallica with the 5 bones. Don't be a bizatch and buy a damn Marauder 0.26 blade stock knife. It'll blow your mind. Not talking to you, but the rest of the people. Yeah, you fox. Why don't you guys get a damn Marauder and stop being some biatches? All right. I am overwhelmed and I can't afford all the knives I want in my collection. Anyone else understand? I wish I could buy 100 knives in one night. Yeah, so what you do is you do it over a long-term journey. You spend about a year getting like this and that. Sometimes you get the budget ones. Like if you see a really good budget one, get it. Because there's some budget knives that make you feel better than you would about the expensive knife. So there's some times where it's just that purchase for that budget knife was a better purchase than a premium knife. But then there's those certain premium knives where you're like, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. So then don't buy 3 or 4 budget knives and then buy that one. Then you can also get together about 5 or 6 budget knives, sell them all, and buy one premium knife if they're the type of knives that'll sell. But yeah, but like we started with just a few too, right? Now look at us now, you know. But I used to watch like Stasa 23. I would literally like drool. Kara would come by and throw rags at me because I'd have to clean it up. Because seriously, like, because Stasa 23 would be like going to the blade shows and stuff, and he'd come out with some of the heavy hitters, and I'd be like, damn, how is he doing this? And other channels too, everybody, and they'd get these knives on their channels, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so jealous that they get to touch it, you know. And it's like you kind of start feeling sick in the head, like I'm envious right now over somebody touching a knife. But you do get like that.
That's
But
some weird shit.
But over time, though, you were the same way, so don't bullshit. Over time, though,
especially with Stasi, he likes a lot of knives I like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys have a lot of the same taste and size too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you wind up getting the ones you want, and your taste does get more premium. Not saying you won't always still love the budget knives like I do, but
I like the budget
your
knives a
taste will
lot.
get more and more. Like after you reach $100 knife, then all of a sudden you're like, I could handle a $150 knife. Then after you get to that knife, then $200 knife. So you slowly start moving up your standards, and you're like, well, I'm in the 250 range. That's where I like to be. And a lot of people stay there because they realize that the 250 range is so good. Now, that not saying that $400 ain't going to get you something like, right? But what you'll do is I'll stay in the 250 range. 90% of everything I get's around 250 or less, right? 250 or less. But then like once a year, that heavy hitter will come out and you'll
You're
say, I'll
making
get
it
it.
sound like you spend a lot of money.
No, I'm saying people, not me. I'm saying other
I was
people.
gonna say.
No, I'm saying people in the community.
Can't afford that.
This is a lot of people in the community. Like the majority, I would say 90% of the community is in the $250 and less category.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but those same people will save up or pre-order because you can do it in like 4 payments. You don't have to buy this all at once. You can do it in 4 payments. You can pre-order and then pay along the year until it comes out, kind of like what I'm doing with my Liang Ma, right? I dropped 100 bones down on it, and then when it comes out, I'll finish paying it off, but that gives me like 6 months, 8 months to pay it off. You know what I mean? So you could do things like that. And then you can get one of those bangers, right? Where you didn't spend it all at once, so you didn't hurt yourself. And this is the key. This is the beautiful part. It's sellable. It's a knife. No matter what, you can get your money back. No matter what. If you get it and you're like, it's not really worth it to me. Someone will buy it like that. Or you could say, I'm going to spend about 2 months with this thing, enjoy it, and then in 2 months, I'm going to sell it and buy this other hitter. So what you can do is you can take that one heavy hitter and turn it into 5. Now, you can't have all 5 at once, but what you can do is you can take it, you can trade it to somebody for their heavy hitter, or you can sell it, get the money, go buy this thing you want, enjoy it for a little bit. Just don't cut shit with it. Yes, if you want to use it, you're going to lose a little money, right? But if you don't use it and you just deploy it and, cut paper, don't sharpen it. But once you start sharpening it and using it, now it better be a really good one in order to get all your money back. That's possible. But if you get a good quality edge on there, then you'll be okay. As long as it's a premium edge, you can lose just a little tiny bit of money and it's not that big of a deal. But some of those, you're like, I'm not getting rid of this. I'm just going to keep it. So then you use the schnitz out of it. Shout out to Q Ball. What's up, brother? All right, I'm backed up on the chat because I've been like just talking my ass off. Was there something you wanted to do, baby?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you.
I mean, yeah,
somebody's name is Boomer. Boomer! I'm trying to do that with my thumb stud rock wall, but just can't seem to sell it. Really? You're just not. You don't know where to post it. Post it on Instagram. Well, if you have a few followers on Instagram, you should be able to get some people to help you share it. Put it on your story or something. Get some people to help you share it. Everybody, Boomer is selling a rock wall. If you guys would like to get a USA made tactile knife company rock wall. What was the thumb stud version? The thumb stud version.
The funny thing is, you're saying that the same way some people say Rottweiler.
That Rockwaller.
Rockwaller. That's all I can hear. Rockwaller.
He's got a damn Rockwaller. So you can, get one right now if you guys want to get one. If he would give his information, maybe some pictures, you can share some pictures. And I know a lot of people come in here to sell a knife. I don't mind. So far, $150 is my top range. So much goodness in that range. Yes, 150 and under, like after 150. Maybe 200. That's where the amount of differences starts lowering. Not saying that there aren't still some benefits, like say Riat, right? The 350. Well, I'd say 280 to about 425 range. Yeah, that's extra premium. Like that's about as good as you can get, right? After you get past that, it's very, very minimal, the differences. But up to that, yes, there's big differences. But 150 and under, man, you can never spend more than that and have an amazing knife collection. Check it says, my most expensive knife is a smock with half a ton of zircotai on it. That'll definitely raise that price up. Return in investment drops off in every hobby. That's true. That's true. But like I always say, if you know the market, right? I know people without saying any names, I know people that are in the custom world that make money off of their knives because they know which knives they can buy and sell and make money on. Like they'll buy it, say, for $1,000 and sell it for $1,500 or $1,200. And they do that all the time. They get on lotteries. They know what lotteries to get on. Every knife they buy, they make money on. They never lose. But then there's the guys that they always lose a little bit. Yes, I'm going through, baby.
Did you get this one?
No.
Where are you?
I don't know. I didn't even see that one. Where is it?
There's two. Did you get this one? Okay, that's both after.
Okay. Cue ball with the 10 bones. Jared and Kara, 3 weeks. ATL. We're going to get. What happened? Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. We're froze up.
I think you broke the internet from being so in the wrong place on
no.
You were so long.
Did you put the battery in here?
No.
You didn't.
What?
Baby.
The microphone's still on then.
Doesn't matter. It's
Can
not
they
about
hear
that.
us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
I
Our
didn't
battery
know
went
about
out.
that
Let me check.
battery life, boy.
Let me see.
I didn't
Yep,
know.
it went out. I told you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, baby. I told you.
You was out there getting your hair cut by some whore.
Them damn hoes. All right, let me see. Give us a second. Tell them in the chat.
Audio's good though.
They said that?
Yeah.
All right, so give us 1 second, guys. I'm just switching the battery.
Yeah. Is the camera unplugged? No, Jared just he leaves his camera on the tripod 24/7.
That's not true.
And just leaves it on. Oh, it's not.
No, it's not true. It's not true. Not? And I had to plug because we have a plug-in battery because their batteries don't last long at all. I have a few batteries. Baby, you gotta let me in. And I constantly have to swap them and switch them. They do not last long at all. But during the live, you've seen how long it lasted, right? So I have to put it on a plug-in one, a plug-in battery. Thanks to Cue Ball, though, we do have some extra batteries. And you know what sucks, though? If I don't charge them, if they're not on the charge, like say I take them off, the next day they'll be dead. They just lose their charge. I might need to get some new ones and just try them out. I don't know. Luke Cole with the 5 bones. Thank you guys. Thank all you guys for the donations. You guys are amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. It does help out so much. Got my October in the mail today. Nice. Been carrying it all week at work. Love it, bro. And thanks for all you do. Man, thank you for all you do. And congratulations again. So he's one of the Patreon winners, and he got an October that he got to order. That's the knife.
Did you give away the October in
October?
No,
he picked it out.
Why would you not give that away in October? What is wrong with you?
He picked it.
You missed an opportunity.
All right. He picked it. You have no idea. You don't even know.
Can I do my thing?
Yeah, I prefer to spend all my money on women instead of knives.
Go find that hoe that cut his hair. She'll...
My most expensive knife, my wife got me a Snacks Mini Buster. Nice.
How far back
That's a dope knife. I'm far back.
You're far.
I'm back there.
Back.
I'm back there. Nope, I'm done. Stereotype. That's a great wife. All right, go ahead, baby. She cuts
his hair, but you wouldn't know about that because you were pretty behind on the comments. All right, you can hold your cube. All right. I now have some questions for the lovely Jared Neve.
Ooh.
And
all right, let's do it.
No, wait, give it back. If you're not gonna use it, I'll use it.
Well, I was gonna let you do that. I want to interrupt the.
Okay, but I want it over here then because I like it. Okay. I knew that was gonna be for me. That's why it's rose gold. Okay, there's colors. You can pick the color. All right. Anyway, I have questions for Jared on a paper. And
She's definitely a great wife. Go ahead. She's the best. The best.
And I'm gonna interview Jared. Most of these are knife related-ish and YouTube related-ish.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready to be interviewed?
Freddie.
I'm not gonna go easy on you. This is real journalism.
It's knife related.
It's journalism.
You're not even asking any personal questions. How hard could it be?
How long is your finger?
Which one?
Your pointer.
3 3 1/4.
That got pretty personal pretty quick. So, see what I'm saying? There you go. Personal. All right. Okay. What is your favorite? And I promise these won't be boring. As boring as this first one. What is your favorite type of YouTube video to make and why? Like what type of video, like filming wise? Like you do your fast fives, you do your lives.
I do like the fast fives. I do like those. But I would say technically like my favorite. See, I like the actual full reviews because I like the testing. I like to get into the fine details. I really like that. But I know the mass majority of the community does not, right? So there's a portion that does, a portion that wants the details. They want to know about the sharpening, the cutting performance, all that. Then there's other people that are like, those details don't matter so much. What I care about is like just like the quick stuff, like how's the fit and finish? How's the action? How's the lockup? How's the ergos? Does it have decent cutting geometry? Does it have a good choil? That's all I need to know. How's the hardware? Stuff like that. They don't really need to know, like, how did it sharpen? How did the steel feel? How to carry in the pocket? You know, they don't really need to know all those details, but I do like doing those. But I also love doing the fast fives because I get to get a bunch of information out fast. I love the top. Well, I like the top videos, but they're difficult because it's difficult to pick a knife over a knife sometimes.
Yeah. Do you
But yeah.
Seems logical brought up. I totally forgot about this. Do you remember that video when we got the ballistics gel?
Yeah.
And started cutting it? I don't even think it was like a proper test. We were just cutting it.
We should do that again.
That was fun.
I think, you know what? There's some video.
Didn't we wrap a shirt around it?
I don't remember.
We wrapped a shirt around
for a minute. Yeah, for a minute. Yeah, and then we took it off. Now I do have some really cool video ideas that are similar to that. And then I have some other like weird ones, like cutting stuff. But it's more like cutting stuff in half, and it's kind of cool, like to cut the thing in half and see what it looks like on the inside type shit. That I might start doing. And then like some gel ones would be cool too. Especially now that with a larger following, because those videos didn't ever do very well.
I forgot. I wanted to do it live.
You're right,
I was like, I want to do it live.
Yeah.
You didn't.
And I was like, no. And she's like, yes. So we did it live.
They liked it. So, yeah, no.
Well, the thing is, though, is that if
they said it was chaotic, though.
That's my point. If I don't do it live, I can do beat rolls, I can do zoom ins, I can like do like so much more if it's not live. So those type of videos are way better not live.
But they're fun every once in a while.
All right, next question.
Okay. If you had to inherit and forever run one knife company, which would it be? So think deeper than just I like the knives they make. This is you're inheriting and running the company. So is it a big one? Is it a little one? How many employees do you have? Do you think the products will sell good, or is it just a fad?
Okay, so if I'm thinking logically, I would go with something big because it'd be more money. If I'm thinking personally, I'm thinking smaller because it would be more personal, right? But probably like Spyderco. They have the ability to do a lot, and they have the ability to do so much and so much good. Now, I would
take on, though.
I know, and what I would be a little bit more innovative, like their Taiwan stuff, their titanium stuff. I would bring that stuff to the U.S., get some CNC machines in the U.S., and start doing titanium folders in the U.S. instead of overseas in Taiwan. Taiwan does an incredible job. I'm not saying they don't. I love their titanium models, but I would also bring it into a more, I want to say modern, but a little bit more modern, where they're titanium folders with bearings instead of washers. I would still do some washers, but not all washers, right? The only titanium model I can think of is the what's that one with the integral?
Drunken?
No, it's an access lock integral. I can't think of it.
The Spyderco?
Yeah. No. Oh no, that's a Benchmade. What am I thinking?
I don't know. You were thinking of
No, I was thinking of the Benchmade. But anyways, the point is though I would make sure that they're using bearings, doing a little bit modern stuff. Now they do a lot of modern stuff. Like Spydercos are dope as shit, but they have a lot of ability to do a lot. The Anthem, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With an A.
And I fucked up. I had one somewhere
somebody
else.
made a good point. Who was it? Papa Pita said, Buck, they're iconic. They need help. That would have been a good route to take. And my question is,
you're right.
Picking a company that you could
or
improve.
ZT.
Oh, yeah.
I could take it. Listen,
they're part of a bigger industry, the Kai Limited.
Listen, I'm being a dick by saying this because it's probably a lie. But in my head, right? In my head, not like in reality, right? In Wonderland, I could take that company and make it so badass. I could fucking
Kershaw
design
too,
the best knives they've ever put out and make it to
Whoa.
where that they're like literally like doubled in profits and sales. Well, they probably sell out on everything they do, but bring them back to the community and their reputation would be fucking kicking ass. I totally could. I know I could. Especially in Wonderland.
Ding ding.
Chuck it with the 5 bones. Thank you guys for the
Every
donations.
time I see his name, I want to take something and chuck
If
it.
y'all need a great quality Hank, Lou up bits and things. What?
What? If y'all need a great quality Hank, look up bits and things.
Oh, bits and things.
You gotta get past the typos.
I know I mess up. You know what's another one? Badass Hanks.
Oh yeah,
fucking awesome. Also, Lejour. What's her name?
Oh, Brandy.
Lejour. Lejour, but it's Lejour Emporiums. That's what it was. Awesome,
Lejour.
awesome Hanks. Like really good quality.
I keep thinking of Lenore.
Both of them.
Every time you're saying Lejour.
Lenore.
Her name's Lenore.
Her name's Lenore.
All right.
All right, go ahead. I thought I just seen Brian Nadeau in here. It's Brian Needham.
Don't do that, Brian Needham. Come on. You can't come in here having that.
Yeah,
that
looking like
name.
Brian Nadeau in my
Up in
comments.
All right.
What's up, fam? What up, Jim Q? Go ahead, baby.
When I say all right,
I'm listening. I'm focused only on you, baby. Go ahead.
your eyes aren't even on me.
I'm looking at you right here.
Okay. Second favorite hobby outside of knives.
I don't really have another hobby right now, but
The other day you were like, I have so many hobbies.
no, I said I could do so many hobbies on a channel. Like, so
Yeah.
I like animals. I love animals.
Is animals a hobby?
Yeah.
You don't have another hobby, do you?
Right now, no, because
Working
I'm so
out, isn't that a hobby? Sort of.
Yeah, it's more of a lifestyle, but yeah.
Don't be a Chad right now. It's a lifestyle.
A Chad?
Yeah, you're
okay.
a Chad.
So I do like I really like leather stuff. Like I love leather boots, leather like EDC stuff. So that's another one. But that's still in the. Let me finish. That's still in the EDC realm, so I can't really use that. Now animals, like I could use animals as a hobby because I've always been into animals, so like I could, but I don't anymore. I haven't done it in a long time because I'm in this. So when I go into something, I go balls deep. So I don't have any room for other hobbies. Like she tries to play video games with me, it's not happening. I ain't got time. So I like working out though. I love that stuff. What else? What can I think of that's like a hobby that I do?
Frogging, but we don't kill him and we don't ever barely catch
I
him,
want to
but
though.
we do
I
it.
want to kill them though.
No, they're
Well,
my pets because
that's
you won't
my
let
point.
me have a pet.
Did you see that chameleon? That veiled chameleon?
Yeah, and then you texted me. It's in the
That
garage.
was Bob.
You
No,
said,
that's
yeah,
not what
I know,
happened.
because
That's
you were
not-
referencing the packages, but you said it's in the garage over a picture of a
Did you
chameleon.
go looking for a chameleon in the garage?
I panicked and freaked out. I got so excited, and then I realized what it meant. And
That was
I
Bob.
cried.
Me and Bob hung out for a little while.
You were in
but,
PetSmart because you were waiting for the Uber.
Yep, me and Bob were hanging out.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I really thought you got me a
but
chameleon.
yeah, right now I just have my EDC community friends that I love and I talk to on the phone and hang out with, and then knife sharpening.
See, I'm full of
and
hobbies.
let me finish. And I work on a lot of knives, and yeah, I record, edit, and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, when I get time, I'll definitely pick up another hobby because I love hobbies. I've had like thousands of hobbies. That's the thing. I've had so many different hobbies.
Kyle, I'm 8 months pregnant with one right now, actually.
I thought you weren't going to say nothing. Chuck it with another 5 bones. Birthday shout out to 1911 Loaded. Bits. He wants Pena. Nice. Well, shout out to 1911 Loaded. Happy birthday, brother.
Do you remember when you couldn't say Pena? Why do I keep having old memory?
What are you talking about? I've always been able to say Pena.
There was some video where you were like Pena. I can't remember what it was. It was from forever ago.
Not me.
Yeah, it was you. I'm not thinking of that other guy.
No,
It was
somebody else, not me.
All right, ready? Freddie, are you ready?
A busy
Are you
guy.
Freddie?
Yes.
Okay. But are you Freddie?
I'm Freddie.
Okay. Favorite question you've ever been asked in the world of YouTube?
I don't know.
I've been your favorite question.
I've been asked a million questions.
Or your favorite comment. Was it from me?
It was all totally you, baby. You asked just now. You just asked me like the best questions ever. You're the best.
Okay, well, why don't you think on that? All right.
I mean, think about it. I've been asked a lot of questions, so I can. There's a
Just you
thousand.
can't think of like one that you're like, ha, or like, yeah, or like,
What?
Those are your thoughts when you
No,
saw.
like I get asked questions and then I enjoy them because I get to answer them and I get to have a good
Whatever.
conversation. So yeah, I get some of those.
Remember the guy that never mind, I'm not gonna bring that up. If I got a dog breed, I would get if it was up to me, I would get an American Foxhound or a Bloodhound.
Because
or
she totally hunts. Go ahead, baby.
I do not need to hunt to
You
enjoy
should.
a hound
You
dog.
should.
I take that hound dog sniff training.
That's what you should do. If you're not going to do the actual task with the
I
dog,
did that with my
you
other
should
hound.
you should reenact it. Like
Yeah.
I used to tell people, like when I used to train with dogs, like just because the people aren't doing that, they should be reenacting it. Like say,
It's fun to do sniff training with dogs. Or I used to play a different game with my other hound, which was a beagle.
you totally interrupted me just now.
Oh, I thought you paused.
No pause. No pause at all.
It's okay. I mean, I know how it feels.
I know. I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
But yeah, I would hide stuff in the other room and then tell her to go find it, and the game was called Find It, and I'd be like, find it, and then
that's a good job for dogs. That's a good one for dogs. You can
yeah, man, her nose would go
that
nuts.
is one of the easiest games to train a dog, and if people knew how easy it was to train your dog to find whatever you want, like you can literally train them to find anything. And what winds up happening is kind of like a drug search dog or like a German Shepherd, search dog or whatever. You can get your dog to do it. They're like designed already to do it. So easy to train a dog to do that, but that's an awesome game to get your dog to develop and start doing, because you can literally hide something, put them in the other room, make them wait, go hide it, and then make them find it. The thing is, though, is they usually find it pretty quick. So
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Somebody said you wouldn't want a bloodhound unless you like bathing dogs multiple times a week. I'll tell you something about
Lots
myself.
of ear problems.
I'll tell you something about myself as a dog owner. I was a dog owner that walked my dog 3 times a day, sometimes more, and bathed her as much as she needed to be bathed.
Yes,
usually once a week, but
you don't want to do them too much because they need the oils on their
dirty,
skin.
though,
Yeah, for sure.
Her,
you know when your dog needs a bath.
I fed her omega-3s
and
fish oils to keep her coat slick and smooth. I'm not one of those people.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And doesn't do the things you're supposed to do. I don't get a fenced yard and say, here, go outside. That counts as your time.
No, that's not good. You should not do that to your dog.
I'm a good
because
dog owner.
The way I like to put it is, who has more energy, you or your dog? Right? And if you already know the answer, so don't be stupid and lie and say it's you, unless if you have a certain type of dog. But for the most part, 99% of the dogs out there have more energy than you. Then why have you done more than your dog today? Why have you been to more places? Why have you walked to more places and walked more miles, feet, whatever? And you can't use the excuse that I haven't done anything today if you're really lazy, because your dog needs to. Your dog needs the scents and smells. It's kind of like a prisoner, right? Like you throw a prisoner in isolation, and I mean real isolation, where they take everything from you and you have nothing.
You go crazy in 30
You
minutes.
go fucking crazy because your hands, you have nothing to do, nothing to look at, nothing to read,
no fidget
nothing
cube
to do anything with, right? And you're sitting there in your brain. It's kind of like how your hands would be, right? Your hands would be constantly, you'd be wanting to do something so bad. That's how they are. And you'll notice a dog that has high anxiety from not doing anything, their jaws chatter. They go. You'll see their jaws shaking.
Yeah.
That's massive anxiety wanting to do something.
Bang gang.
Shout out to the Bang Gang Squad. Ruben, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I think it seems logical. Asks the West Highland Terrier a good breed?
Say that again. West Highland White Terrier?
No, I didn't. Just West Highland Terrier.
West Highland White Terrier. It's a West Highland White Terrier. West Highland White Terriers, they're tunnel dogs. So they're built for rat baiting and digging under tunnels. So their tail is made so you can put your arm down in the tunnel and grab them and pull them out.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
Can they still hear us?
Anyways, yeah. So their tails are made to pull them out of holes. Their bark is made to hear like 3 feet underground. That's why they're a little dog, but they have a high bark. So they look like a lap dog. They're the exact opposite. So whatever you think a lap dog is, they're the opposite. They're not a lap dog. They are a hunting and tunnel dog. Like I said, their barks are made to hear underground. Their feet are designed for digging. Their tails are made to pull them out of holes. They're white because the other dogs were constantly getting shot. That's why. So, like, when the hunters would be hunting, they didn't want to shoot their dog. That's why they're all white, because the hunter needed to distinguish him between the animal that he's going to shoot and the dog. So the dogs are white so they can see them really clearly. But no, those, like I said, if you
Don't pull dogs by the tail, it's stressful on their spines.
That's a dumb statement. The point is that the dog, when he's down in a
Why is
hole
that
in a
dumb?
fight with a fucking animal, you can grab his tail and get him out. That's the point. It's not saying carry your dog around by the tail. The point is that
I thought they
dog,
were bred for that
that
particular
dog
dog.
was designed, its tail was designed. That's why the breed and how they made it. I'm not telling you to pull your dog's tail. I'm saying the way they designed that breed was for down in tunnels for you to be able to grab it and get it out. Just like some dogs were made for like their skin. The reason why it hangs and is so stretchy, it's because it was designed for fighting. So that if an animal bit it, it can turn and bite it still without being caught and not being able to move. Its skin is stretchy. It was designed for that. Anyways, yeah. So that's not a great dog to get unless if you are planning on doing tunneling and stuff. So people that own them usually set up fake tunnels, and they have even champion tournaments and stuff with like a rat at the end, but it's caged so the dogs can't get to it.
Wow.
But there's lots of ways to do it, to set it up and reenact it, like I said. Anyways,
You're so intense. You're being so nice.
thank you, I appreciate it.
You called him dumb.
Oh, I wasn't. I meant the statement, like, because I wasn't saying, like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Don't take that wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes I just say shit out of my mouth,
You
and
do.
yeah,
I know ya. I know.
no disrespect intended.
Hey, can I ask you my next question now?
Yes.
That one went on for a while, which is what I was hoping would happen. All right,
You
because I don't have
got
that
me.
many questions.
Got
I
'em.
need them to kind of go.
All right, go ahead.
All right. The worst or well, you're probably not gonna know one, but maybe it'll stick out more since it's bad.
What?
The worst or most annoying comment you've ever had?
I know that one.
See, I knew it. It's like review sites. People always leave bad reviews or complain when shit's bad, but never good.
Well, I'm just gonna say the most recent.
Okay, whatever.
So I got 3, 4, probably.
Okay,
So,
how about you just tell one?
No, I'm gonna tell them all.
Okay.
Okay, so people that are not in the community, right? So they're not here to learn. They have no idea what they're talking about, but they think they do. They think they do. And I understand that. And I don't, think anything bad about it, but I'll do like a short. So they don't watch my actual video. So they don't know anything about me. All they know is I made a short. Well, they'll come into the short thinking that they know more than you about what you're doing. So like the one, I'll be trying to show a sharp knife, right? Like I did the sharp knife thing. And clearly in the video, the one knife is sharper and you can hear it if you know what you're hearing for. But I get a bunch of comments like it sounded the exact same. That's because you don't know what you're listening to, right? And I understand that they don't know what they're listening to, but it didn't. And then I'll get, well, that knife was thinner or thicker or whatever, thinner, yeah. And it's like, no, actually, it was the opposite. Or even if it was, it doesn't matter because to cut paper, a knife, the blade geometry does not matter when cutting paper. It's the edge geometry. And that was all that I was showing in the video was the edge geometry and the sharpness, the level of sharpness. So it doesn't matter. I could have did with a Medford, right? It doesn't matter. The point is it was about the edge.
Yeah, you're not peeling through
Then
thick
I did another one
where the geometry on the blade matters.
I did another one about bite, right? It was like on some foam stuff. And people were saying, well, the one knife was probably heavier and things like that. And it's like, no, if it was heavier, it would just fold the material. Like I could grab a heavy knife right now. It wouldn't do it.
Anything to do with sharpness.
Right. Well, if it was sharp, it would go through. But when it's not sharp and it has no bite, it can't bite into the materials. The weight has nothing. The weight would just fold the material. It's impossible for the blade to bite into the material and peel through it. But the best one, right? The best one is when you make a video about a knife for self-defense and people's brains go straight into only human, right? So, uh, oh, you should just get a 45. And it's always like, yeah, well, when you roll over in a car and a seatbelt's choking you out, why don't you use the 45 to shoot
your
it
way
off?
out.
Right,
Wow,
to shoot,
pow!
right? It's like self-defense comes in every way, shape, and form if it has to do with saving your life. The point of a knife is not just intended to kill humans, right? Like I always put this scenario like a dog is attacking your child and you can't get a shot, right? It doesn't matter if you have a gun. You're not going to shoot the dog, right? Because you could shoot your child. So if you have a knife, you could get the job done a little easier. Maybe your dog's getting choked out by its own chain because it jumped the fence. Maybe you rolled over in a car and a seatbelt is on you and it won't unbuckle. Maybe you are up in a tree, cutting down a tree, and you have the rope and it ties around you like it did me. And it almost pulled me out of the tree. And luckily I had a knife. So many different scenarios. I can go on and on. Like I always say, gunshot victim, right? Somebody gets hurt, car accident, something like that. You need to get to their wound to take care of them, right? A knife is a self-defense tool for everything that a gun is not for, right? Of course, if you have a fucking gun on you and you're in a fucking bear attack or something, you should use that. But in a lot of cases, you don't have your gun, or it's a situation that the gun is not acceptable or not usable.
Anything where you're defending your own life
Against anything, living, non-human or non-living. Like it comes in all different ways.
It's I mean,
Non-human
I think
could be
the
animal
term
related.
self-defense obviously usually intends people intended to be against
A human,
something
always,
alive.
always a human though.
But defending self-defense is self-preservation. It's self.
That's the way I look at it.
Whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter.
But
people are so.
But it's okay.
Panties in a wad all
but
the
I always
time.
think it's crazy though. Like somebody will come in and think that, like that they know. Like I had this one yesterday, and the dude said the knife was a USA made knife, and he called it a cheap Chinese piece of crap. There was only one knife in the video, and it was a USA made knife. And it's like, okay, bro. Like some people are just trolling, and I get it. That's fine. But some people are serious, and they'll leave a serious comment, literally about like as if they know like so much. And it's like what you just said, and I almost want to play that thing from the Adam Sandler thing. Like what you just said doesn't make sense, and it's like, and not only makes like I forget how it goes. Like it makes you and me both dumb. Like it didn't do anything in the situation. You have no idea what you're talking about. It was the dumbest statement ever. It literally just proves that you have no idea what you're talking about, and that's okay. You don't have to know what you're talking about, but look around. Like I'll do like 10 videos of me freehanding and then one fixed angled system, and I'll get 100 comments like, why don't you just use a stone and stop being a pussy like I do, or something like comments like to where it's like meaning like I've never freehanded, I don't know how to freehand, and I use a system because I can't freehand. And that's a ridiculous statement. Who cares if I couldn't freehand, right? If I was only using a system, like, are you that cool? Like I had people come in and they're like talking about how superior they are to me because they're freehanding and I'm using a fixed angle system when I'm a professional freehander. But it's like, are you kidding me, bro? Like you came in here to flex on your freehand skills to a freehander that's using a fixed angle system. Like look around, bro. Just look around for 2 minutes. Take a look around and see what you find. You're at a knife channel. Like I didn't just sharpen a knife for the fuck of it in one video. The only video you found about me was the only video I did on knives. And I feel like that's how sometimes people think. And listen, guys, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the people that have never seen my videos. They've never watched. They've just jumped in, made a comment, and left. I'll never see them again. They'll never see my videos again.
Like a long time
I know, I'm getting to it right now. Benjamin, thank you, man. Sorry for holding off. I did see that one come in. I feel bad because normally when they come in, I get excited and I click on it. Thank you so much for the donation. Great to see you guys and everyone in the chat. Yeah, everyone's great, man. I love that everybody hangs out and is so supportive over everything we do. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And happy birthday to 1911 Loaded. Oh, shit. Carrie got Jared wound up. All right. Did you have any more? No.
Yeah. You want to move on to the next one?
Is there another one?
Yes, there's two more.
I'm ready.
If you had to start over on YouTube, what channel are you making?
Well, me and you talked about doing that another channel.
No. If you had
Just
to
me.
go start over in time, you can't do knives for whatever reason. What channel are you doing?
Probably animal related.
Knew it. But like
But
specifically.
probably something just dogs and animals related, but mostly dogs, because I think I could get away.
Training.
Well, like if I had the opportunity to have a facility with all my reptiles like I used to, I could totally do that. But I think doing training would be really good. Getting a puppy, showing that, and then also doing other people's puppies and bringing it places and doing things and showing how to train it to do this, how to do it, how to get it to do that. But I would love to do like a channel where it's more not like a reaction channel, but more of like not see when I say men's health and like not even just men, human health, I don't mean in a way like you've seen before, which maybe you have seen like before, but in a way that's a little bit to do with mental health for people and talking. I think there's a lot of guys out there that are broken. I think there's a lot of guys out there that need a lot of help and would like channels to relate to that they can learn from and learn, more about themselves even, and possibly even like goof around and watch
Reptile training is a great idea.
Watch other people's content and react to it and say what I think about it and what I think they should have done or should not have done. I'd like to do one of those channels. And I know it's not for this audience, but I would like to do it. And like some things like maybe even like drug and rehab related or criminal related, crime related, court, just shit like that. I would love to do that stuff. Go ahead. Next question. And I might.
Okay. Name 3 steals that you think have been revolutionary in the knife community in the last 5 to 10 years. And why?
Magna Cut.
And why?
Magna Cut.
Why have they been revolutionary?
Magna Cut.
Why?
I'm trying to get to the next sentence. Magna Cut.
But why?
Because
I knew that I was doing that to you on the second time.
Because
you fell right for it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, why? Tell me why.
Because it's a like kind of like a stainless version of, because it's technically not. It's a very stainless steel, but it's not from the chromium in it. It's from like the nitrogen or something. And I'm going to fuck this up. So somebody else can probably explain it better than I can. But anyways, it's a very stainless steel with the attributes and with the qualities of a non-stainless steel. And it has the ability to hold its edge for a long time while also being very, very tough, which usually doesn't balance out. In this case, it has the complete package of a triangle that's well balanced, so that's why.
I think you misunderstood my question, if I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm gonna fuck you up. And why?
What? No, I meant for real. I think you misunderstood my question.
What was it?
Well, no, I mean,
you asked me, name 3 steels that were innovative and why?
Revolutionary to the knife community.
Okay, so that's one. That's one, right?
But
Why?
Why?
I just named it. I just said why.
I know, but I meant like, why was it revolutionary to the knife industry?
Because it's doing something that other steels are not able to do.
But like, okay.
All steels, listen, let me just explain this.
No, how about
all steels are trying to be that well-rounded balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult when we can get it, right? And that steel it's capable of doing that. That thing that we are always looking for in every steel. We're always looking for a super tough steel that's also stainless, which is very rare with good edge retention, like really, really good edge retention. That's very hard to find. Right, to have that whole package. You're either going to get very stainless with no edge retention, very tough with no stainless. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree, it's a good steel. I'm asking, what kind of an impact did it actually make?
It is all over the knife community right now. All the companies are starting to use it. Everybody just started picking it up. It's brand new.
I mean, I did know that, but that's what I was like. Why I was asking the question, like those kind of steels. Like, which ones were like the ones?
Yep.
These steels of the
I don't think any of the other ones were like that. Like S45 would have been good, but it got outshined real quick by Magna Cut.
What?
What?
I was gonna say like What
I'm looking at my face. It looks weird on the camera. Go ahead.
the fuck was that?
What? 440C has been around like since like the 70s.
No, okay, so here's my answer.
She said 5 years.
I
What?
said revolutionary in the last 5 to 10 years.
Right. So 440C couldn't be on that list,
No.
right? So what the fuck are you arguing
But I
with
just
me
made
about?
sure you heard my question right.
I was reading the
So-
chat.
Like one of my answers when I was thinking of that would be D2. Now, do I think
Why? D2's been around a lot longer than 5 years.
because I can answer. I
Okay.
can answer why it was
Okay.
revolutionary in the last 5 to 10 years. 'Cause you
Okay.
keep skipping
Tell me
that
why.
part. Because
Tell me why. Tell me why a steel has been around for
D2
30 years. Why it would be
revolutionary to the industry in the last 5 to 10. I'm sure I could tell you. I'm sure all these guys in the chat could tell you.
Wow.
And it's because when it became cheap enough to become widely used, right? It became one of the first steels that became used on knives where it was cheap enough to be a good steel. It was one of those first steels. You remember when it went from being more of a premium steel? You even told me, man, D2 used to be fucking M390 back in the day, right? And then it became cheaper and it became widely used and it became one of the first steels that was a good steel that could be on a budget knife. Now, of course, that was dependent on how well companies did it.
On what? Yeah. So what happened with that?
Well, a lot of companies weren't heat treating it well.
So what wound up happening?
Well, I'm not saying let me finish my original thought, which was that it opened the gates for steels, good steels to be put on budget knives.
All
And
right.
it has only gotten better and better and better since the era of D2 in terms of what's on your mid-grade knives. That's what I meant by my question. You know what I mean? Like where it even if the steel existed before 10 years ago, did it have an impact on the community
Okay.
in a strong way? Like
I would
which
say-
ones do you
I would
think
say
are like
14
the D2s?
14C
I
is
agree
really
with
good
that. I
because it was
totally agree with
originally
that.
made for pocket knives. AEBL was originally made for razor blades. I believe Kershaw was the first one to use the 14C. I think it was specifically made for them from Sweden. It's a Swedish steel, Sandvik steel, but that's a very good quality steel because it was specifically made for knives. I think that's very innovative.
Yeah, I would totally agree. And you're biased to it because you love
1095 steel, I think, is great for fixed blades.
Yeah.
It's a hard use steel. It's
Sure.
more of a an impact steel, so I would say great for fixed blades. Not the best for folders, though.
Why would it never be? I never understood that though.
What?
Can you tell me why?
What?
What you just said. Why is it that you don't see 1095 on folders ever?
It's not a high edge retention steel. It's a high impact steel, so it's really good for like hitting wood and chopping wood, axes, machetes, harder use stuff. But it's not something that's going to be good for cutting abrasive stuff all day. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll lose its edge very fast, but it'll hold its edge during impact.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense because you're more chopping with.
Yeah, you don't
blades.
bring it up to a high
You do with the
HRC.
choppies and
So
not the slices.
for edge retention,
slices.
you want two things, right? You want a really hard steel and you want carbides. 1095 doesn't have a lot of carbides and it's not a really hard steel. So that's what you more want in folders, right? For fixed blades, you want something tougher, something that's more resilient to impact.
Somebody said Garrett's smoking is bad. You should have seen what I used to do. Shit. Anyway, yeah, okay, so I the chat kind of agrees with me. I just want to put that out there.
I'm sure they do.
They
I agree with you
they
too.
think I did kind of like a mic drop.
I know. And you know what? I agree with you too. So
I don't come out here and show my knife brain a lot, but I got one.
Yeah,
in there.
she does. She's got a brain on her.
A knife,
She's got one of them brains.
a knife brain.
I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead. You got another. You have one more, right?
No, that was it.
That was the last one. You said you had two more.
Yeah, the first. Yeah, we did them both.
The last one.
Revolutionary.
Maxima.
Why?
Or Rex 121 because because it's the most highest edge retention steel out there. It is literally the steel that will outcut any other steel if it comes to edge retention.
You're just saying good steels.
No, I'm saying that it's the best of the best, right? The best we have right now. If we're talking about edge retention, right? It's not the best for everything. It's not the best steel you're going to get. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't want it. However, if you're specifically talking about high long-lasting edge retention.
Mhm.
There you go. Nothing can beat it. That we know of right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's good steel.
Well, it's not necessarily good. It's just high edge retention.
I know.
It's a high carbide, very hard steel. So it hits those two things I was just talking about a lot. But there's a downside to it, a big downside.
I think though that the edge retention could pave the way for something potentially revolutionary in terms of a new mixture for a new steel, but I don't know that it's already been revolutionary, really.
Until it learns to say bang, these knives, bang, these knives. That'd be hilarious if somebody
What?
sent me a video of the parrot saying bang, these knives. After the parrot has learned to say bang, these knives, return it back to the pet store.
Oh my god. So other parrots can say this and it really helps spread the
That
good
would be
word
hilarious.
of the
The
channel.
whole pet shop is just screaming bang, knives, knives. They would not know where did this come from? What are they saying? We don't know. Like, it's so weird. They just all started saying it one day. That would be so funny. Kara's feet picks when. Oh, that's for the OnlyFans, brother.
No, ew, that makes
Bang!
me feel like I really have one. You're the one with the only.
Was I wrong? Do you think OS 8 was high-end steel in the late 90s? No, in the late 90s. Well, in the late 90s, 154 CM would have been the high-end steel. D2 would have been really good. D2 and 154 CM. So that would have been like the premium steels at that time. 440C was really good in like the 90s too, as like a really good steel, but not like it was a premium steel. So it was a really good steel.
Let me just say that the same thing that I said about D2,
Yep.
I think is happening with M3.
Hey, we got 10 bones from D. Eddymon. Thank you, man. Jared and Kara both know their shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate the 10 bones.
But do you
appreciate it so much.
You hear me?
Yes. What?
That I think what I just said about D2 is about to be the truth for M390. I've been noticing that M390 is becoming cheaper for one. Well, although
depends.
Now it may go back up with everything happening currently, but before.
Well, no, it just depends on who's doing it and how they're doing it.
I just mean because of inflation, like I don't know. But what I'm saying is before all this inflation shit, I was noticing M390 starting to make its way. Let me put it like this.
Into a budget
Back
realm.
in the day, you wouldn't put necessarily a really, really nice steel on like a more budget knife. It seems like that combo has only been happening in the more recent decade.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing because it allows somebody who doesn't want to spend $300, $200 on a knife to get good steel if that's what they're after, because it does really suck for people who are users and want to use that good steel, right? But they can only get it with a titanium handle, so it works well in that realm. And when you start seeing that happen, I think that's typically when companies are starting to get more bulk amounts of the steel for cheaper. And when you start seeing it on more and more and more budget knives, eventually they have to come up with a new thing to replace the premium. So it's more about business and less about knives.
I think there's certain steels that'll always be a decent steel, like as long as you can get it for a certain price, like it'll never be like this is a bad steel now just because we can get these steels. However, there's one more steel I'd like to mention in that category. Vanex. Vanex Super Clean. That is a very innovative steel. It is the most stainless steel you can basically get, but it is a stainless steel. While other steels being like that don't have good edge retention, it has incredible edge retention, and it's just basically the most impervious steel. That's kind of what MagnaCut did too, but it's not. It's like I think a 9 out of 10, while like Vanex is a 10 out of 10 when we're talking about corrosion resistance. Hey, Pitt with the $2.99 with the 3 bones, best grip for sharpening, $10.95, hard use fixie. So if you're hard to use.
What? I gotta say something after you're done.
So if you're hard using it, you're not going to want a low angle. Low angle is going to be more for cutting performance. So you're going to want a 20-degree bevel and higher. So 20 degrees, 22 degrees, 25 degrees. It does depend on the thickness, but so you want a tough edge. With the grit, now the thing is that because of that high of an angle, you're not going to have the ability to create a lot of bite with a finer edge, like with a high grit edge. So you're going to want to stick around medium grit to low grit. So I would say between 400 and 800 grit.
It's 9 o'clock. Are you doing a story?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the cost of freezing and quenching that makes the difference between budget super steals and amazing super steals. Thank you for that.
Little nugget
Stereotype.
of information. Well, I think I've also noticed outside of steel, this is my thing, and you could correct me if you think I'm wrong, which I'm sure you probably will, because I probably don't know what I'm saying. But I have noticed lately that the new thing, okay, right? Steel used to be the snobbery of the knife community. The steel. It will always be to an extent. But I swear, the new snobbery of the knife community,
The heat treat.
the detent, man. It's the detent in the folder community. Let me correct myself, because not all knives are folders.
That's true.
In the folder community, and I'm not just talking about lefty. I'm talking about
we are getting pretty.
It's the
nitpicky on
detent,
that
right?
detent.
I mean,
Now, I
detent
think there's
lash has always been like a pet peeve. That
fuck
exists.
detent lash, but detent's
Yeah.
period. They should have a detent that.
But there's that range, right? It used to be drop shutty. It used to be steel.
The
but
thing is that what I don't like, right? What I don't like, because I do agree, you should have a solid detent. It is not hard to get a good detent in 2022, especially if you have bearings, right? But some people will it'll be like a good detent. You just have to put a tiny bit of effort. Not even like a bit of effort, but a tiny bit of effort. Like, it's like if you try to fail it, yes, you can fail it. And because of that, they'll think it's a bad detent, even though if they didn't try to fail it and all they did was try to flick it flicks reliably every time, and they would never, ever, ever, ever fucking fail the knife. So why call that a bad detent? To me, a bad detent is like, if you get it and you actually attempt to flip it and it goes wah wah, right? But if you grab it and you mean to flip it and it flips reliably every time,
there's
that's
not a
good.
one size fits all detent, though. I think that
but there's a good detent and a bad detent.
Yes, that's true, but there is a range on lightness and harshness to the strength of a detent ball that can vary between knives, and depending on the flipper tab placement or the type of lock that it is on the knife, it can not the lock, but
some people really like some people like a light detent, though, which is weird.
I am a fan of a lighter detent depending on the setup of the flipper tab. If you have a really high above the pivot flipper tab, where it's got the momentum needed, you don't need as strong of a detent, because the momentum alone is going to push the blade all the way open and
kind of like this
it
one
accurately.
or this one.
Yeah, like this one has a really high flipper tab. So even though it has and I can feel it has a lighter detent, but it's a reliable flipper. It's still powering right open.
This one too. Check this one. This one's got a good height.
And it also depends. Are you button pushing? Are you
light switching?
Because sometimes just you alone, super light detent, very easy to open. I think button locks are a little different sometimes.
But that one has so much leverage in the button.
And it's so light.
So good.
I like the feeling of the lightness when it works, because it makes it feel almost smoother. Like,
what do you think about this one?
This
one's really good.
Wait, let me do it one time, because it's just like, look how barely I'm touching it, and it has a light.
That's what I say about that. That was the best button lock flipper, is the Kojin.
It is
so good. The button lock Kojin is so good. The flipping action's amazing. Try that one, though. That is the new Wii press.
This has somewhat of a light detent too. But it
the
works.
Flipper tab is placed. What is wrong with your nail?
What the fuck?
Go clip it, baby.
It's already clipped here.
I'll save it with my fingernail collection.
How did I do that?
No, this one does kind of have a light detent because the flipper tab is placed the way it is. It's so easy to flip. You're going to go?
Yeah.
All right, give me a smoke.
I'm sad now, and I can't stream anymore, so I gotta go play some video games to feel better.
These have a stiff detent and a high flipper.
Cue ball, if you're going on, you can join me. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
All right, baby. Have fun.
Tell
bring me something to drink, please.
Like what? I swear if you say coffee. You meant coffee, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm so thirsty.
I thought I got out of it. I thought that I
Then bring me something else. Then bring me something else, Swerver.
Coffee.
Listen here, Swerver. Bring me something else. You can bring me anything. I don't care.
What about iced coffee?
What about it?
Do you want some?
I want it. Not really, but
Okay, I'll
I'll
make you a hot coffee. I would never do my boo like that. All right, I love you guys. I'll be back to bring coffee and then I'll be gone.
All right, so we are already late on story time. The story I was going to tell tonight was kind of sad, so I don't think I should tell that one. I think I should switch it up because it is like fucking sad. So, maybe I should pick something else. Damn it. That's the only one I had ready. Read this chat. Kara's opinion. Where'd it go? Of the backlash D10. I think she would like it. She would like it. It's a good D10. There's nothing wrong with this D10. This is a solid D10. Now, if you have a really light D10 on yours, tune it. Tune it stronger. You can get it stronger. You can do it in 5 minutes. I could do it live right now and tune this with a stronger D10. Just don't go too much. How about the breeze? Wait, need to try before else. Or damn it. How about the breezed size hole in the fence? We've told that one before. I think that one's a little too quick, but that is a good one though. I mean, I did tell that story about me falling through that roof at the old shop already. I think I've told this story before about Breeze running me over with a four-wheeler, but I guess I could tell that really quick. The other one I was gonna tell is really sad, but it was kind of like a personal story. That's why I was gonna do it. You know, it kind of gives you guys a little bit of a, I don't know, a feeling about me, I guess. But anyways, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with it. So, all right. So I had my brother, right? My brother. I call him my brother, but technically he's not blood brother. He was my best friend. And when he was 5 years old, his dad left him for, well, he was in the Navy. His dad was in the Navy. And at 5 years old, his dad like left and never came back. He wound up coming back when he was like 12 for like a week and then left again. And then never came back till he died. Anyways, my dad kind of took him in because he was my best friend. We became best friends when we were like little kids. Like after his dad left, you know, like we hooked up, and then ever since then, like we were like glued at the hip. And we were together everywhere. We went everywhere together. And everybody thought we were blood brothers because they'd never seen us apart. Like, you know. And Andrew, like, maybe I shouldn't have said his name. But anyways, so he would since he was always with me, he was like he lived with me, you know. He always lived with me and we were always together. Like it was like ride or die. Like wherever he was staying, I was staying, wherever I was staying, he was staying. And because of that reason, we always showed up together, always left together, you know, we wore the same clothes, like just everything. And for a couple years, I went down south. I had another best friend. I've told that story. You know, he was a best friend down in right south of Chicago, and he left my house and he got hit by a car and was killed. I wound up getting in a bunch of trouble. Came back. I'm gonna like kind of zip through the story. So I came back. You know, we were right back together. We were pretty much together the whole time. But anyway, so and my dad took him in basically because we were always together. So my dad was his dad basically. And because of that, when my dad got paralyzed, when my dad got hit by a backhoe, Andrew felt obligated to take care of my dad too, right? Because my dad took him in, my dad did everything for him, right? My dad treated him like a son, literally like a blood son, never treated him any different. There was times he treated him better than me. So, and Andrew knew that. So Andrew felt obligated to take care of my dad. My dad was a difficult person to take care of. Crazy as fuck, gangster as fuck, just somebody that most people couldn't take care of. Even all the nurses that tried to take care of my dad, all left screaming, wanting to press charges and shit. He was grabbing them and, doing nasty shit and threatening them and whatever you can imagine, he did. The worst things you can imagine, he did. And so, because my dad was like that, he was so difficult. Only certain people could deal with him. And he had a party of people around him that would take care of him and help, right? But only certain people could do certain things because he needed full 100% care, right? There's no line, right? He needed wound care, going to the bathroom, doing everything, eating, not like feeding him eating, but making the food, showers, whatever, just everything, rolling, moving, round of motion, shit like that. But at the same time, he's like perfectly mind there. He can move his arms, he can fight you, he can shoot at you, scream at you, fight at you, like doing deals all day, doing all kinds of shit, always involved in everything. Like he had his hands in everything. There was nothing he wasn't a part of. So because of that, he'd have you doing crazy shit. Like I can't even talk about a lot of the stuff like that, I got into because of my dad, and Andrew too, same thing, right? Like, you could say we were part of a club, right? That, where you just, you're expected to do things and we did, right? No problem. My coffee's here. Oh, I need this coffee so bad. Just give me 1 second, guys.
I'm doing coffee ASMR. People do that to tap. Wait, I didn't get a sip. I gotta get a sip. Oh, fuck, that's good.
Give me that fucking coffee. I want it so bad. I'm so thirsty. Thank you, baby.
You gotta kiss me first. Love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, that fucker's hot.
Thanks, I know I am.
So, Andrew was helping take care of him, and there was a point at which he started getting depressed. Grabbing toys?
Yeah, I just grabbed my fidgeties.
You don't want to grab it later? You need it now, right now?
I just need these 2 cubes.
All right, go ahead and hurry up.
I'm just go ahead. I'm not doing anything. Sorry.
He started getting depressed because he was expected to do so much. And it's hard spreading yourself that thin. And he wound up ODing one night. And he went to the hospital and everything, but he was alive. He survived. And they were trying to like put him in the psych ward and stuff. He wasn't like crazy or nothing, but they were thinking that he did it on purpose, right? Because he didn't know if he did it on purpose because he didn't really remember. So, but when I went in there, I'm kind of just jumping past certain things, right? I hope you guys understand. I'm trying to get to the end. I told him in his ear, I went into the hospital and whispered in his ear. I said, listen, if you keep talking like this, they're going to admit you. Said if you want out, you need to stop your shit, right? And he instantly stopped. He instantly, changed the story. And he wound up getting out of there. And I begged him not to go back and take care of my dad, right? I told him, I said, do not do that. I said, do not go back. I said, now is your chance to get out. I said, I do it. You don't have to. You're not obligated to take care of my dad. But my dad he'd do so much for you that it was hard to say no for anything, right? You just couldn't. It was so impossible to say no to my dad when he would, do unbelievable things for you, but things that maybe he shouldn't have done, right? It's hard to explain without getting into, legal shit. And, even just like honest, sweet stuff, but I told him, man, I begged him not to. And he, wound up eventually going back and started taking care of him again. And I knew he would. Like, I knew he would, even though, I warned him not to, and I warned him. And anyway, so he did. And it wasn't much longer later. He was depressed again, like getting really depressed. He didn't want to be there. Like, he didn't want to do it. Like, it was just too much. And it took too much out of him. So, but, and I know when he died, he didn't do it on purpose. And I'm getting to that. But he was in a bad place still, like mentally, like in a way. But he was still also really happy. Don't get me wrong, really happy. And the night before he passed, I seen him, and he was going out to a party, going with some hoes. Like, he was always with bitches and all. He was living a good life. He was living it up. Doing the damn deal. And I asked him if he wanted to hang out, but he was going to this party. I was like, all right, whatever. Um, and then the next day, I got to skip some stuff because of legal reasons. But the next day, um, he was sleeping, and he couldn't get woken up. So I tried to wake him up, and he was not waking up. I started performing CPR on him, slapping him, doing everything I can. He was naked. So I knew I had to bring him to the hospital, and I couldn't. I didn't want to call the ambulance because they wouldn't have made it faster than I could make it there. Right. So carried him up the stairs, picked him up, carried him up the stairs after trying to do CPR and everything, and loaded him up in a wheelchair because I had wheelchairs because of my dad. Put him in we had a bus for like transporting my dad and shit. Put him in the bus and brought him to the hospital, and they pronounced him dead. I was screaming and freaking out because I don't know. I was hoping he wasn't, right? Obviously. Um, then I had to make the phone call too because he has a mother. He has a mother, so it's just his mother. She was always there, but she also wasn't a lot too. Like a little bit of both. Like, anyways, lovely woman. I love her to death, but I had to call her and tell her because the last time when that happened, when he OD'd, the first thing she asked was, where was I? Because he was in the hospital and I wasn't there. Because everywhere we went, we were always together. So if he's in the hospital, why ain't I there? Right. So when he when he died, I was obligated to call. Right. Fucking hard call to make. It's a very hard call to call somebody's mother to tell them their son died. So then after that, I buried him and I got his ashes. I buried him in the backyard. I know that sounds fucked up probably to you guys, but there was a reason for it. He wanted to be like, and he said this to me because we talked about shit, crazy shit. Not saying we always thought I'd be the first one to die, to be honest, because of the crazy shit I would do. But he always said like that he wanted his ashes spread everywhere. And I'm not gonna get into the ashes thing, but I did wind up burying some of them in the backyard. Got an urn, dug a 6-foot hole, and it was the hardest hole I ever dug, and also the easiest at the same time because it was a 6-foot deep hole, and we were gonna plant a tree on top. I got the pictures of everything. We took pictures of the whole scene, but once you get down 4 feet, 3.5 feet, you get to blue clay here in Illinois, and it's hard as rock. But me and Andrew had dug so many fucking holes together doing construction. I couldn't tell you how many holes. I'm talking about thousands of holes we've dug together. So I looked at it as like that was like my last hole digging with him, right? But so I got some of his ashes down there, and but yeah, it fucked me up though pretty bad, like dealing with that. I had my other friend die, which I was a lot younger at that time. My dad got paralyzed, and I had multiple other people, like lots of other people murdered leaving my house, fucking all kinds of shit. which really after him, nothing else fucked me up. Like that was the only one that fucked me up because I think once you go through something like so bad that the other ones just don't even matter. Like even when my dad died, like he died in my arms, literally died in my arms. I got to talk to him, got to tell him I love him, asked him if he wanted to go to the hospital. Like, and I knew he wasn't gonna because I knew he was ready. My dad was ready. He wanted to go. He was begging to die, literally begging to die. So at that point, when your dad's begging to die, you got to let him go, right? I'm not going to be that fucking selfish and keep my dad because I want him, right? Even though I did want him to stay, I couldn't keep him. So, but even that, it was actually a moment of relief because, he's out of pain, and shit like that. But before that shit though, which is kind of weird because like, I never knew I had PTSD before any of that, like before Andrew anything. I never knew I had it because I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I didn't find out till years later that I had it because of a bunch of other shit that I'm not going to get into. But I had night terrors and sleep paralysis and shit. And I thought I was having seizures. I literally thought I was having seizures or something like that because I was having so many. Like there was a year I didn't sleep at all. Like not at all, not even a little bit. Every time I closed my eyes, I went through sleep paralysis. So, excuse me. So that made it to where like I wasn't sleeping and like the stress levels from with my dad, like it was very, very fucking stressful. Nonstop, 24 hours doing crazy shit. I can't even imagine. I can't even explain the shit that you know. But my mental state was like really bad, and I didn't even know it. That's what's fucked up. I didn't even know it. If you would have asked me, like I would have laughed. Like, and I did. I did literally laugh when I found out that my sleep paralysis was from stress and PTSD. I laughed. I said that's bullshit. I actually was like willing to argue about it because I didn't believe it. I was like, that's impossible. Like I'm not even stressed out. Like because and that's weird, right? It's weird that you don't even think you're stressed. Like, but I was like on another level of stress, like like such a crazy level of stress that it's making it to where I can't even sleep without being paralyzed. If you guys don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically like when you're like in the process of falling asleep and but you're not asleep, you're awake. Like it's like if you try to go to sleep right now and you close your eyes and you just go paralyzed. You can't move, but you're awake. Like you can like just like right now, if you close your eyes right now, but you can't move and your body's stuck. That's what would happen to me. And it would happen to me so much that my friends like Andrew and other people would make sure they slept in the same room with me so that they could slap the fuck out of me because I would try to alert people around me that I was stuck in it. So if I closed my eyes and I went into it, I would start making this breathing sound and they all knew, like, get them up, right? Wake them up. I thought I was having seizures and shit. I didn't know. So they'd get on top of me and slap the fuck out of me to wake me up. Sometimes they would just shake me and I'd come up. Sometimes they just yell at me. But a lot of times it was so bad that like my body would be like locked up and there was nothing getting me out. Like they could shake me, slap me. And sometimes like I'd come out, but then I'd go right back into it. Like crazy shit, man. I don't have them really anymore. Like I have minor ones now. Like very, very minor compared to before. Like before, like I said, I would have them like repeatedly all night. Now I get one like once a month. And it's like Kara got me out of one like 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. But actually, she got me out of one like 2 weeks ago. And then I also came out fucking screaming like a couple weeks ago too. But but compared to like before, like I don't even have them. Like I don't even consider myself even really having them anymore. But I get them every like couple months. I'll get one, or I'll come out swinging or something in my sleep, something crazy. Not like it hurt. Like I've never hurt her, but I've come out like pretty crazy, or like I'll be screaming and she'll wake me up or whatever. But having that I guess, right? I guess that's severe anxiety, or not, I don't even want to say anxiety, but like PTSD before that happened with him. After that happened with him, that's when I started doing drugs, right? I literally, when I showed up to his funeral, I took more drugs than I had ever taken just to say like his like eulogy, because I went up there and spoke for him. I had to. Like, there's nobody else, right? Nobody else is there to do it. It's me. So when I went up there, and said the thing for him, I took I took a bunch of like oxys. But I, at the time, like taking that many oxys, like I wouldn't do that. Like I wasn't like that. So that was so much. Like normally it would fuck me up. Like it'd kill me normally. Didn't do anything to me. Didn't do nothing. But that's how, like, I know it doesn't make sense because normally you wouldn't think like if you take that many, it's gonna fuck you up no matter what. But it didn't. But that's like, I guess, the level of stress I was in. Even though that's not a stress reliever, it's a painkiller. But yeah, but that's when I fucking like started my shit and I got into like severe drugs after that. Like it was just like a rabbit hole after that. And yeah, and I even started doing drugs with my dad and shit like that, which is crazy to think of, but I did. He technically kind of got me into them in a way. But I'm gonna read some of this chat. Hey, here's that motherfucker who does not click or watch ads. What's up, Tri-State? Hey, Cole. Hey, you non-ad watching motherfucker. You? This guy over here, this non-ad clicking son of a bitch over here, Cole, Tri-State, EDC. Shout out to him. I'm just messing with you, bud. Shout out to Cole from Tri-State EDC. Definitely go and follow his channel. He also makes stickers for the community, so if you ever need some stickers made, he makes some badass stickers, whatever design. I think they help design him too. I got copyright strike for that ad on your video. Are you serious? What? I don't even understand how that can happen. Are you sure it was that? Sure it was that. Sure it wasn't something from like Instagram, one of the songs or something. But I was honestly, Cole, I was thinking about going to your Instagram and mine and doing yours. From my perspective, right? Which isn't shit, but just to do it, right? Just for fun. Like, who's done Cole's? Cole gets to do everybody. Who's doing Cole's? So I thought about getting your Instagram, bringing it up, and not roasting you, but going through and giving you my opinion on your Instagram. But from my perspective, not in a professional way like you would, right? So Cole is very professional with his pictures, photography. You know what's funny though? I actually I was watching this thing I don't know, like a week ago or something. And it was about like how to set up your Instagram and grow it and things like that. And they gave a lot of really good tips, but they were doing it in a different perspective. So they had ones like if you're trying to build an Instagram for bitches, to get hoes and stuff, like if you're trying to pull women, then they specifically said then you need to set it up like this, right? And they said the exact amount of pictures you need and how to do it. And I found it pretty interesting. Then they were saying like, but if you're doing a business, then it's different. Then you do it like this. And but yeah, I was listening to them and they were pretty good. And then they were also talking about like kind of like what you were talking about with like with the pictures. If you're going to do a picture, make them professional, because like if you're going to set up an Instagram, I guess it's one way to put it. If you're set up an Instagram for girls, right? Because you want to, it's like today's dating market. Like if you meet a girl at the grocery store, guess what she's doing after she leaves you? She's checking your Instagram. She's going to look you up. So the point is that since that's going to happen, then the best thing you can do is have a good one, right? Because a girl will go into a man's Instagram and will look for a reason to to turn them down or whatever, like to, I'm trying to think of the word, She's looking for a reason to not mess with him, basically. And a guy looks at girls' Instagram and looks for a reason too. They're looking for a reason to like the girl. So it's way different, our perspectives from man and woman. Girls looking dismiss. A girl's looking for a reason to dismiss you, and a guy's looking for a reason not to dismiss you. Like, oh man, she's got this. Like she must be a good girl or whatever the fuck they say in their heads. But I found it really interesting, like the difference between like if you're trying to create attention, and then they talked about like the type of pictures you should have in there, the type of pictures you should have, like whether it's dressed up or dressed down, and they went through like you should have like 60 pictures, or you should have 60, at least 60, and they should all be really good quality. And they talked about like the kind of pictures, and I don't know why I'm talking about it. I was just really fascinated about it when they were talking about it. Digging the new hippy dippy logo colors. Time for new stickers. That's possible. That's possible. We just got shirts done. I'm not sure if they're in the description right now, but we're gonna get more made. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear one of my own shirts to Blade Show, because I was thinking like I kind of just want to wear a plain shirt, because I did buy some USA made shirts to wear that are just plain. But then I was thinking like I kind of should wear my own shirt, right? A Neves Knife shirt. I don't know. I'm still on the fence of what I'm gonna wear. Like, meaning like if I'm gonna wear a Neves Knife shirt or not. Not like what outfit am I gonna wear, but like if I'm gonna wear a Neves Knife shirt or not. Knife therapy has saved me lately. Thanks to all the knife channels. Yeah, knife therapy is definitely a real thing. It's crazy how real it is. Stas at 23's in the house. Definitely go and fuck with him. Go follow his channel. Awesome guy. Love him to death, and he's got a great channel. He's definitely a channel that I watch all his videos and take his opinion seriously. I wear my own shirt most of the time so people know who I am. That's why I was thinking about doing it, was for that exact reason. I think it was more like I should just wear my own shirt. But I was like, thinking like I kind of wanted to wear this shirt, just being a little bitch about it. But I'll probably wind up wearing a Needs Knife shirt at least one of the days. Not only can the man cut a mean head of hair, he can sharpen a knife to mirror perfection. Blades and Fades. There is the link to Blades and Fades. He is an awesome sharpener. Yes, he is also a barber. I went and got myself faded up today too. Looking good? Is it looking good? Do you guys like it? What do you guys think about the haircut? Not too bad? Not too bad. Not too bad. You should definitely wear your own shirt to self-promote. Yeah, that's why I would, is to self-promote. Maybe bring a couple if people wanted to buy them or give them away or whatever. I think if I do it, what I should do is order a couple, because I don't know if Kara ordered any or not yet. But I'll probably order, because I think Kara's done more of it than I have. But I think you can order premium ones on there. But I don't know. Maybe I'm lying about that. I need to look into that. Oh, by the way, guys, wait. Mike Emler's live just started 8 minutes ago. We're going to go in 2 minutes. So if you guys want to join over at Mike Emler's, he is live right now. Mike Emler Crazy Sharp on YouTube. We can jump in over there. And let's see what his little bitch ass is doing right now, actually. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, shit. How does this work? Let's see what he's doing. Let's check him out. There he is. Oh, there he is. Look at him.
Beard looks less gray.
Look at him.
It's the background.
Oh, Mikey. Are some of you guys double dipping over here? Let me see this. Who's double dipping? Aiden. Aiden, are you in here, Aiden? Aiden, are you double dipping? No, I guess Aiden's not in here. Cue ball, are you double dipping? I messed up.
Almost identical. It was one. It was an old school.
Kyle, are you double dipping? I'm just fucking with you guys, but I think it's funny when I see you guys in 2 different lives. I do that too. I'll jump from one live to another, and I will literally see the same people, and and it's funny because we both know that we're, you know, jumping back and forth or watching it on 2 different devices. Let's drop Mike a super chat. Let's do that. Let's drop Mike a little super chat. Let's see how he feels. What should we drop him? How much money should we drop him, guys? Let's drop Mike a nice little super chat. What do you guys think we should drop him? It's on me. What do you guys think we should drop him right now? Or do you, if you guys are willing to do it, most of you guys probably ain't. But if you guys were willing to do it, we could all jump in there right now at the same time and drop him like $10 and just like bam, 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 and just light his ass up. I don't know if you guys are down, but I would match whatever anybody else is willing to do. 50, 60. I'm willing to match. If you guys are willing to do it with me, I'm willing to match whatever you guys are willing to do. I see a 60 boner. Did I say boner? I see 60. That's the biggest one I see so far. 50 spot. 50 spot. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's get his ass a 50 spot. Super chat. Let's give his ass a fucking 50 spot. I might have to do it on my damn phone because this thing's a piece of shit. Oh, you just... Whoa, I've never seen this before. You just slide... Oh, there we go. There we go. Are you guys going to join me or is it just me? You guys are like, I'm not in on this. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just going to drop it in. Bang. Drop it in. Bang. Oh, shit. Damn it. I might have to grab mine. This thing's not going to let me do this. Damn it. Kara. Kara. Come here. Grab me my phone, please. I need it like ASAP. Like, I need it now. On the charger. Please and thank you, baby. Please and thank you.
We've rearranged some stuff here in the garage.
Oh, wait, shit, you guys are... Oh, no, that's Aiden.
Wait a second.
Yoda.
What happened here?
Isn't Yoda in here? Yoda did it. Yoda. Oh, wait, Richard.
Did I miss that?
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, man. You're awesome. Thank you, baby. You're the best. All right, guys. We're about to drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Jared is watching, LOL. Rocky Mountain Bear, did you just become a member?
Really?
Because I didn't see the notifications, but if you did, congratulations.
We're going to fucking troll it. Look at my own live.
DM you a link to the Gilded server, or you can go through the community.
What do you guys think? 50, right?
On my YouTube channel and find it there.
Let's get his ass. Fit that bones.
At any rate,
should I tell his ass? Fit that bones.
Look at that. New member.
Bones.
So I had that Vero.
I'm just going to put bones.
All
right, there it goes.
To say about it. It came and it's
one tap. Oh snap!
And that's
Let's watch that fucker drop in there.
Because I think I. Holy shit! $50. Holy crap!
That's Steve. Steve, you're awesome, man. Thank you. Everyday Blades with the 5 bones. Thank you, Blades. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Oh, it's Jared. Hey, Jared. Jared. Thanks for the recommendation on the chair and the fact that I only had to pay the shipping on it. It came out.
Get him.
K Mason. Cha-ching.
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 Hell yeah.
Told you Jared was trolling. I wanted to show you guys.
Hey, Steve. Man, you guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much. We should have taken my effed up life and turned it into a job with effing with knives like a boss instead of going to school and becoming a social worker like a loser. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Could you guys hear that? Or do I need to go back? Did you guys hear that? Or do I have to go back? Holy crap, everybody's kicking over from...
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I see you guys.
What, I got another one here somewhere. Ted Bones from Travis Kirk.
You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for helping out with this. I know Mike could use it right now.
Couldn't hear it? Okay, I will do this for you. So I discovered this. Can you hear
This
me
is
now?
amazing. Hey, Everyday Blades. Thank you, man. 10 bones with a super sticker. You guys are amazing, man.
I was messing around and I wanted to make sure I had the
If I knew
guess I
how,
own
I'd
this
match
big
you.
block
It's actually easy.
Here we
I'll
go.
show you really quick.
So
You
I
don't
was in
have
the
to, but
settings,
that money
and I was
sign
looking
right
for
down there,
and I was like, I
right
wanted to
there,
make
this
sure
is the
that
chat.
the microphone
So right now I can chat.
this microphone
You
is
just hit that little
3 cents
money
away.
sign.
And I came across this
And
it
then
says
if your credit
default
card's already hooked up to your
speaker,
device, it'll
and
already
then it
be
has
in
a
there.
thing next to it
But
that says
that's it.
test.
And you got to pick
So
how much
I
money,
don't
though.
know if I maybe
Don't be
did this
fooled.
and then smoked a bunch of weed, forgot that I'd done it.
And don't
But check
accidentally
this out.
send more than you mean. I haven't done that, but I've almost done that. We don't like that. All right, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys for supporting that. That's Mike's awesome, and I know, dude, he loves this community so much, and I yeah, I know he wants nothing but to grow and do as much as he can. He tries his ass off, man. He busts his ass. A lot of you guys don't realize, but I talk to him a lot, man. He works his ass off to get videos up and constantly moving, constantly rolling. Steve, you did it, man. I see what you did. I see what you did. You guys are awesome, man. Mike really deserves it, and he's like I said, he's busting his ass for this. I see what you said. He needs a shave. He said, Neve said you need to shave. Lives on top of lives. That's how we do this. Lives on lives. Richard Meter, thank you, man. Cue ball 2 with the 20 bones in there. You guys are awesome, man. Look at this. Look at this super chat list. You guys are amazing. Look at all those. You guys just helped him out so much. And I know you do. You guys fucking helped me out so much. I can't thank you guys enough. Like, it literally makes me so excited to do lives and shit because I have so much fun with you guys, and I don't ever expect you guys to throw donations or anything like that, but it damn sure helps. I do appreciate it. So thank you guys. I think I got my backlash tuned. Thanks, Jared. Hope this stream was cathartic for you. Yeah, dude, the backlash, like, they're so easy to tune, man. Any liner lock that's like relatively budget, they're super easy because the reason why is because the steel is thin and malleable. So it's easy to bend it exactly where you want for that lock bar to create more tension or less tension. Just don't do it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Make sure you do it one way. It's better to do a little bit and then add a little bit later if you want to. Don't try to overdo it, then push it back. If you have to do that once, tighten it up and then go back a little bit, that's fine. But just don't do it back and forth and it'll be just fine. Like thick lock bars, like say for frame locks, what you got to do is heat them up a little bit. That's the part where it's like it starts getting a little sketchy. So if you have a really thick titanium lock bar, you got to heat it up a little bit. You can throw a little like laser torch on there or something, or you can even throw it in like really hot water, boiling water, boil it, bend that lock bar over, then shove it in the freezer and let it just cool down really quick and it'll stay. Titanium has a lot more memory than steel. That's actually one of the benefits. A lot of people don't know that titanium, one of the biggest benefits is it's so strong, right? It's a really tough metal, but its memory is so much better. I watched this video one time where they took this sheet of titanium and a sheet of steel, and they bent the sheet of titanium and the sheet of steel. They took the sheet of steel and tried to unbend it, and when they let go, it was unbent. They did that to the titanium, and it went right back to true. Like, you could see how like it was very difficult to get it to stay after it's already formed where it's at. Oh, really quick, I'm gonna Shrade. How many people are in here? Shrade contacted me, just so you guys know. They contacted me and said that they're moving a line to the USA. That's exciting. So I haven't said anything to anybody, so you guys are the first ones I'm telling right now. It's late in the show. Most people don't make it to here anyways, but they are moving a facility to the US. Hey, Knife Modders is in here. What's up, guys? So they are moving or getting a facility or whatever. They said they haven't done it in like a long time. I forget how long they said, like 20 years they haven't been in the US. So what they're doing is they said they're redoing everything. This is the message they left me. They said they're hiring new staff. They're fucking just knocking everything out and redoing everything. And they're going to set up a shop in the US. They're going to have a USA line. That's amazing. Schrade is gonna. They said they haven't been in the US in like over 20 years or something like that. I forget how long. So, what's up, Blades and Fades? He's here. So they asked me, they said, "Hey, do you want to check out our first USA line that we're gonna do?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I do. Absolutely I do." And I said, "I'm trying to get as much USA stuff as possible." Now, do I have high hopes for it? Of course I have high hopes for it. What's my expectations? A little low, but only because of recent. Not saying they don't do some good knives. They used to do great knives back in the day, but ever since they've been overseas, their stuff is meh. So since their stuff is meh, I don't like I said, they said from their words, they're redoing everything. So I'm guessing their QC, their designers, all of that are going to be new people. So these people are hopefully they're going to kick ass. I'm really rooting for them. So hopefully they come in swinging because we need some USA shit new. We need some new USA shit stuff that's really kicking ass and trying to do good. I don't know how good they're going to do, but that's supposed to be this summer, and they're supposed to send me some examples of their first line that's going to be coming out this summer. And then they're supposed to continue doing it. So that's amazing. But just wanted to let you guys know that really quick. I pray that Schrade lets you test it and fix what you tell. I wish so too. I'm not sure if that's how it will go. It might just be like, hey, this is our prototypes. We're letting you check them out first, and then you can tell people about them. And then, if people like them, they can buy it. That's probably how it'll be, but that would be smart on their end. That's smart on any knife designer, knife maker's end to send it to somebody that really likes to use knives and understands knives and speaks about it. Not saying specifically me, but somebody to give them feedback and say, hey guys, this is an easy fix, man. Put in a fucking plunge grind, a good one, add a choilin, add a lock bar relief right there so I can actually unlock it, just little details, because little details like that matter so much in 2022, because in 2022, most of the companies are doing it. So if you don't, it makes your company stand out as the company that is not working as hard as the other companies. You don't want to be that. You'd rather be the guy at least keeping up. But there you guys go. Thank you to all my Patreon members who support me every month and get in the giveaways every month. You guys are amazing. I do appreciate all the support from all you guys. All the Bang Gang squad members, you guys are amazing. This week for the Bang Gang squad, we're probably gonna fix some stuff. I think I got an idea. I got some stuff we need to fix. So we're gonna work on some knives. Maybe we'll tune some up too and sharpen some, but we definitely have some tuning to do. Next thing, shout out to everybody who donated tonight. Thank you guys so much for donating in my live and Mike's live. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. And shout out to all you guys for being here, man. I do appreciate you guys listening to me, hanging out with me, shooting the shit, talking. I know I can't always see all the chats. I think the next live, so this one, Kara was doing her thing. Usually I try to bring topics. I think in one of the next lives, I'm just going to read your guys' comments. That's it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and ramble on and on and on. I'm just going to read your guys' comments, and we'll just do it like that so that it can be more personal with you guys. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything and all the support. Have we hit 130K, man? We're about to hit 130K. Let's see how far we are away, because I'm actually curious about it. How far are we away from 130K? 7. 7 more followers. So if you're not subscribed to Neve's Knives, subscribe now, because we are only 7 subscribers away from 130. Ooh. Sometimes I swipe down and I can see one jump in. But just keep having fun. 129. 129. You can support the content by becoming a patron. Oh, thank you, Fiend. Fiend, man, he works hard on this channel. I appreciate it, man. So close. Sleepers, hey, just came across your channel. Super stoked on learning some new tricks at sharpening. Nice, nice. Yeah, check out my my playlist. I have a lot of sharpening tips in my playlist. I do have some more sharpening stuff coming up soon for the playlist that's recorded, not just lives. But I have a lot of pre-recorded stuff in there. I know, Steve, you were late, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna head over by Mike Gemler's. Because Mike Emler's live right now. I was thinking 3. Holy shit. What does that mean? 5 more. We're at 129,995. We're almost to 130K. We're about to be there. So shout out to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Peace.